Live from Hawaii's beautiful Molokai Island. We're not just for lepers anymore. It's Carnival of the Stars.
There's a bright.
Yeah.
Like this, because there was the when we like had like a Zoom's our Zoom microphone in the middle of the table for like how many like months and months and months. And the first time we had these, we're basically like it's very quiet. I can hear everything.
Yeah. Oh yeah, you can hear everything that touches the table.
Yeah, and because if you're a classic mouth breather like myself, you got to breathe away. Yeah.
Yeah.
I always just
Hello, Clarice.
I could breathe that way. It's like I take breath like that, like I'm doing freestyle swimming, because I go like that.
Yeah.
Because like one time I remember hearing me, I could just, or you're talking about something, and all I hear is me going, and I was like, no, don't breathe into mic, because I was like cringing the whole time, like, oh my god, like breathe away, Kels.
Yeah.
Sounds like Stinky from Hey Arnold, don't it?
Yeah. Oh man, that's a deep pull. Stinky from Hey Arnold.
Yeah, that's a reference and a half. He dropped a reference on me earlier. He was like, bro, it was like one of those Choc Whiz bottles.
Choc Whiz.
You
I
know,
don't
the
remember Choc
sauce
Whiz.
that Arden's on the ice
Oh
cream?
yeah, we got that inside. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the bee's knees.
Because
man.
the CC's comes in a plastic bottle now. Like the
The fucking corn chips.
Yeah,
No,
TC like
Canadian Club.
What have they done away with the glass?
I went the
Not
Morgan
for
route. I was
the-
like,
not for the
CC's in a
RTDs, but
Oh.
yeah.
Oh
for the-
yeah, actually, I bought a hip flask a while ago, and it was plastic. And
Yeah.
I was like, "The fuck?"
It looked weird. It looked like Listerine or something.
Morgan's
Yeah.
like Morgan and I were like, CC's in a plastic bottle.
How the fuck are you supposed to get those on your nuts?
They're still tasty like these though. Eh?
You
Yeah.
you crumbled them. But what if I want a dip?
Yeah.
All the-
What if
and
I
then-
got some guac, man?
Yeah,
what am I doing with
what-
this fucking bottled shit?
Yeah, because they'll hold it.
CC's
Oh,
though were never good nacho corn
alcohol.
chips. You notice that? The best nacho corn chips are the ones that are round and they come in the red pack
Repack it, yeah.
because they're thick as, and so they take a bit of.
What about like
So,
people who don't know
Doritos
like, their
suck.
dip game? Their dip game's weak, clearly, because they
Oh.
get like thins,
Yeah.
like potato chips, and every
yeah.
time you go to dip breaks, you got to pretty much have a little spoon, like
Thin potato chips are good for sandwiches and not much else.
lots of butter.
And people who think they're on a diet.
Yeah.
I'm getting the thins. It's like the same amount of
Yeah.
potatoes in the pack.
Yeah,
motherfucker.
and also there's still coated in
Yeah.
whatever the fuck else.
Yeah, that's
Oh
right.
yeah, it's coasting in greatness.
Right.
I like putting like potato chips with every sandwich. Just adds that crunch.
Yeah. I had an amazing sandwich on Friday, and it was the best sandwich I've had in
Yeah,
weeks.
this was like that you broke your junk food run, right? Because you're like, I'm gonna
yeah,
have these
I was
bomb
on
ass
junk fruit
sandwiches.
wrap for the week.
I've been waiting to hear about this sandwich.
So it was the soft Italian bread from Countdown. You know, the one with the flour on top. That stays soft until the day gets mold. Like it stays super soft.
And it's like a bap moist.
Yeah, and it's a little bit sweet. And it's Italian bread. Anyway, so I had that with butter, roast beef, shaved roast beef, lettuce, cos lettuce leaves, but little ones. Then I had tomatoes. Fuck, what else did I... Oh, sweet gherkins.
Sweet gherkins.
Sweet gherkins, yeah. Oh, no, it was great. And then heaps of... what's that place called? Nando's Peri Peri
Whoa,
mayo.
Oh, yeah.
Heaps
The-
of it.
not just peri peri, but the Nando's one.
Oh,
That shit's hot, man. They have
it's good too.
that peri is hot. But
It was the medium one.
okay, yeah, because that
That
shit's
was
hot as
nice.
fuck.
And you got to drown it in it.
You don't get down with the whole like piccalilli. shit?
Oh, I love pickle.
Oh, I thought a piccalilli was coming.
No, not today. No, I went with the Nando's. Goodness. And
I'm
yeah,
really hungry now.
it was amazing. I finished the whole roll and I was like, I wish I had more.
Oh, how about Freya's do brioche now? That blew my mind. Honestly, I was like, Freya's do brioche now, and your old Jen looked at me like, yeah.
I can't even tell you the last time I was in the bread aisle at a supermarket.
Yeah, that's what I was
No,
saying. I was
man.
like, yeah, I don't.
I love that fucking aisle.
No, I'm not up to play with the new releases in the bread game.
Oh no, that cable's loose.
Oh, is it?
Oh no, now you're
Oh,
good.
there you are.
Here's my 60 voice.
Do it
Oh,
again.
Do it again.
Yeah.
Breed doesn't even have an aisle in
Oh.
Wanganui.
No,
Yeah, no, at Packers Save Wanganui is like way out the back.
Yeah,
Like,
trying to hide it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The cheap bread's out
Sacred
around the corner.
commodity.
Hey, sometimes like the day before payday, you just gotta like take it on the chin and get that $1 like loaf.
$1.20 loaf.
Oh, you're just like
No such thing as a dollar loaf no more.
Yeah, inflation, motherfucker. Welcome to Before You Jump on a very special episode. We're going to start this now. So, well, you may have noticed we have other voices here this week instead of just our voices, which is nice.
yeah, it's nice.
It is nice to hear other voices.
And one of them has got to be pound for pound the silkiest voice in the game.
That's right.
And I'll give you a clue: it's not Tyrant.
I think he's doing all right. He's coming in the cans.
See, did you hear? Well, first of all,
Yeah.
did you hear that silk that just came out just
It's
then?
very radio-y.
Yes. Yes.
Hey, everybody. Welcome to Before You Jump.
So this week we have none other than Morgan Hunter Bell with us and our good mate Tyron. Tyron, I don't know if you want your last name on this or not. Is it Tyron?
Yeah, how much do
That's my
we...
name anyway. I don't have a last name.
Oh, yeah,
We'll
sweet.
let you talk
Like
about yourself. We
Prince
don't know
Tyron.
how much do you want to like divulge on here? If we start talking about everything, you're like, I don't want people to know that.
No,
so-
no. I think we can start with, and this is nothing to give away. So we met Tyron because he signed up to do a comedy course, and he smashed it out. And then it wasn't until halfway through the course he's like, I live in Wanganui. I'm like, motherfucker, and you're driving here every week? And he's like, yeah. And I'm like, okay. That's when I knew I liked you because I'm like, that's fucking dedication.
Well, the thing I remember about meeting Tyron was he showed up on the last day of one of the courses, and he
That's
you
right.
didn't realize that, and we're like, I don't know how much you're gonna get out of this,
Oh,
and he's
is
like,
that right?
all
I
right,
don't
I'll
remember
catch you on
that.
the next one.
Oh, yeah,
Well,
that's
just
right.
randomly
Yeah,
turn up like
totally.
to week 5 of
Yeah.
6.
Nathan
Yeah.
was the MC of that one. Of that.
Yeah.
I can't even remember who was on it. Who's the green MP guy? He was on there.
Tiano.
Tiana,
him,
yeah.
that ginger chick.
Yeah, Bridget, Tracy, it
Bridget,
was that
yes.
course.
And then the next par baked was
Mine.
the one because you're on my one as well.
Oh yeah, I
Girls
was a
of Me.
guest.
Yeah.
Teresa
Yeah.
and I.
Yeah, I had like Richard Dryden and who else did I have? Sammy Bashara.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, and
Good.
can't even remember. Scott, I think. Yeah, Scott.
Yeah.
I gotta say, like you're a new,
Jack.
you've never been on stage before.
Jack,
like
yes.
you think of, and you go with for your opening first ever time on stage abortion.
Me? Nah, Bush and Jack came in later on in life.
Yeah, that was definitely later.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, that wasn't your first time.
Nah, my first joke was like me being a monkey and all that kind of.
Okay.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
On the bus.
I reckon that's fast.
Was there a bus?
Oh, that was a premise for a joke because I
Oh,
shat
okay.
myself on a bus once.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, I
and
remember
sat
talking
in
about
it for
that.
like 3 hours.
Yeah.
I was committed.
I'm just describing my trip here.
Yeah. This was just a Saturday.
No, it was about my mum fucking gorilla or
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah, that's right. It was good.
because as they've alluded, I'm Robin Williams here, you know,
Oh, yeah.
like I came walking in looking like Robert Parrish out of Jumanji.
Yeah.
Nice.
No
Was it
more
Robert
banana
Parrish?
leaves. I don't know what this fucking character name is. Who could know a thing like that?
So Tyron's here, and he's come all the way from Wanganui to record with us, which is awesome. And of course, Morgan's here, who is no stranger to the show because we mentioned him
Might have mentioned him once or twice.
every
Yeah.
fucking week,
Near enough, yeah.
including shouting out his podcast.
Yeah,
which-
Ring Awareness Charity
Well,
Drive.
I'm glad you remembered because last week I couldn't fucking
Yeah.
remember the name.
Did you hear me? Like, but I was just like, oh god, Morgan's right now. I was like, come on.
Yeah, he's like, come on, it's a simple name. I've been wanting to ask you, so now that we're recording it, I'll ask. Are we recording? Oh yeah, we're recording. Ring Awareness Charity Drive.
Yep.
Where did the charity drive come from?
Okay, so I mean, we're all wrestling fans, so we know, and I should probably explain this on my show at some point. That ring awareness is sort of a catchphrase that the commentators use to say that that the wrestler is sort of a veteran. They know where they are in the ring at all times. You know,
Yes,
if they
yeah.
get a good rope break, that's usually when
Yeah.
you're going to hear it. And so a few years back, like my best friend Jess, she'd watched a few shows with me, and kind of got into it, and kind of was still outside looking in. And when they would mention ring awareness, she would talk about it as if it were like cancer awareness. Or,
Oh, okay, gotcha.
and so we're talking about all right, and so we need to donate to the Ring Awareness Charity Drive.
Gotcha. So it's a bit of an inside joke that just
Yeah.
stuck.
Which I mean, if you know me, you know I'm all about the in jokes.
Yeah, that's totally true.
So
Hey,
where's my donation gone to then?
Oh, I haven't seen a fucking cent out of it. Which, fair enough. I've released 2 episodes over a year.
I just want to ask Tyron, what are your thoughts on professional wrestling?
Oh, I'll fix that curtain while you guys talk.
No, I'm a big wrestling fan, eh?
Yeah. All right, thank you, Tyron.
Yeah, and that's been Tyron's Wrestling Corner.
Audio gold.
I've come along. I set you up. I come with a hot dish of lasagna ready to be put on the plate, and you just were like,
It's like, oh yeah, it's all right, eh?
No, I actually watch it like differently now. Just as you've heard on here that I'm trying to become one.
No, you told me adamantly, do not mention that again because that's something that's private. And
I know.
And I told Dylan we can't mention anything about your wrestling. So no, again, I set it up so you can divulge exactly what you do because you've asked us black and white, don't mention it, and you just be like, yeah, nah.
No, but like, what I mean is like I don't mind people knowing that I'm doing it, but just like talking about it, I kind of just get my anxiety comes out. Like fuck, like so I'm not wrestling yet, so like I don't want to.
Hey, if you
say something wrong on here,
if
and
there's
then
ever a time for an anxiety attack, it's on a mental health podcast.
Yeah,
live.
But yeah, no.
And then Morgan do it like a play-by-play, like he's definitely Goldberg is in the.
That's better. Thank you. Yeah. But yeah, no, I'm actually it's quite good knowing how much wrestling's in New Zealand. Like, there's a big New Zealand scene.
So Tyron, just to be clear, for the last nearly close to a year, you've been training full time to be a professional wrestler. Is that correct?
Yeah.
All right.
Hear myself. Oh, there you go. Well, kind of full time is just that because work hours. I couldn't only get to one training
just
a
wait
week.
for the rest of the listeners to be on board with. Now they know what's going on. All right, cool. Like, we're good.
Well, they should have known what was going on anyway.
No, no one knows what Respectfully, you were just like, look. You actually told me that in confidence. You just said, "Oh, I wouldn't mind if you guys didn't mention the wrestling because you mentioned how." Makes you nervous and anxious.
Yeah.
And I told Dylan that, and that was like at the start of the year, and we have never mentioned it since.
Yeah.
So it was more of a refresher for those that.
Well, maybe it's a bit better that I'm maybe here as well talking about
That's
it.
true.
Yeah. That's why I was kind of like setting you up.
What you say about it, yeah.
Yeah, that's why I kind of.
Maybe I just had the confidence to talk about it.
Again, just a callback to the good old setup there, and then the way you're like, it's me, now. All right. But yeah, like I can say, I've been front row center with this whole journey. You've been committed from the jump.
Yeah, I've been just helping out at shows and stuff. I've even refereed.
Tell us about your first referee experience in Wellington, dude.
Oh yeah, I really wanted to know about that.
Oh yeah, I was pretty much thrown in the deep end. I knew I was going to be refereeing because they asked me during the week, and I said, "Sweet as." They said, "Oh, you'll probably do 1 or 2 matches, and they'll probably be with guys I know anyway." Get there, and my mate Sam, he was like, "Oh, I think you might be refereeing the whole show." So, but then, and then the old booker come up to me and said, "Yeah, bro, you'll be refereeing the whole show," and I was like, "Man,"
because I know what your anxiety is like, right?
Yeah,
I know what your anxiety is like, and I was like wondering what the fuck did you go through, like leading up to? Because you must be going through hell.
Oh yeah, bro. Like, it's probably a good thing that they told me while I was there, because if they had told me while I was still in Wanganui, I would have been like, "Oh, I can't come now."
Yeah.
But like, I just had to take it and do it. Like, I almost stuffed up a few things, but
Yeah.
no, it was good. Like, no, there was a lot of experienced guys on the ring. And I just watched them, and
Yeah.
yeah,
Because you and I talked about this last time I saw you, and I said I think refereeing is an underrated art.
Yeah.
Because
Oh yeah.
like you are the third, if you think of a one-on-one, like you're the third man.
Yeah.
Or woman these days.
Because people don't realize how much.
And
People don't realize how much, like work that their referee's doing.
Oh, totally.
What's
Like
the theatrics to go with it too? Like
Yeah, and you need to be seen, but at the same time not seen.
yeah,
Like you need to be seen to uphold the rules, but when you don't need to be seen, you're
Yeah.
out of the way. Do you know what I mean?
and that's what I kind of had trouble with, especially like when things go in the corner, and like, when do I start counting? Should I just let things go a bit? Yeah. So
You
no, it
kept
was,
hamming it up for the crowd, posing, and
Yeah.
like, "Hey, yo, how about
Yeah.
this ref?
Running the
Whoa."
ropes.
but man, I
No, you're supposed to be unseen.
could not move my arm by the end of the night. Like,
Oh yeah,
it was so sore.
I bet.
did you have any sort of rundown on training before this? Like
No, not really,
a crash
but
course on what to do?
I asked one of the bros that who we train with. He's a referee, and he just said, watch some referees and things like that. So
Yeah,
I just
yeah.
watched different referees.
Timmy White
Little
is always
Nate.
my favorite.
I watched I watched a lot of WCW referees.
Oh, yeah, nice. Yeah.
What's his name?
The little white guy with the
Mo?
mustache.
Yeah, the guy who was the referee when Hulk Hogan turned on.
Nick Patrick?
No, it wasn't.
No.
No,
The one in WCW NWO Revenge, the game when like
That guy.
His name's Randy something. But yeah, he
He's
was
a
the
little
referee
dweeb. Yeah.
Yeah.
for that match when Hogan shocked the world.
Yeah. Good times.
Because I love like like what your moves are gonna be, what you're gonna wear, the music you're gonna come out to. Are you gonna wax? Actually, I've never asked you that. Are you gonna wax? Are you gonna just because
Not at all.
you're a hairy motherfucker.
The only hair that's going to be leaving my body's
Don't!
Take 20.
Okay. So for those who are listening at home, we've had lots of problems with audio and we lost power. So the last time we had power, Tyron was talking about being a ref.
And that was like 3 days ago. It's taking that long. We've been sitting
Yeah.
here.
Taking a lot of rescheduling.
So we're back. So Tyron was a ref. Good on you.
No, it was fun. It was good experience. Like
You really have to stop fucking with the
Yeah.
mic.
Stop touching shit.
Just
it's my first time on a podcast, all right?
hold your dick, man.
I don't have one.
Oh.
It's inverted.
And that's why you need a mouthpiece for your promos.
Yeah.
Well, I wouldn't speak about my inverted penis on
Yeah.
wrestling, but
Yeah. I wouldn't.
no.
What do we say? Like, they're more going to be the announcer, and you need an advocate. Because I reckon you'll Sid Vicious your promos, if you know what I mean. No, Scott Steiner math problems.
I'm not that bad. Well, I might be mumbling my words right now, but never mind.
I like the idea.
If you think he's mumbling now, wait till you see him in the ring.
Yeah.
He's going to mumble the shit out
Hey,
of that
Mumbling
crowd.
Joe. And your new champion, Mumbling Joe.
Actually, yeah, that's the point. Have you got a character name yet?
Well, I'm gonna go. Well, Eddie Grayson is because my middle name is Grayson,
Oh, that's cool.
and my last name's we.
You can say your last name. I didn't want to assume you wanted me to say it.
Nah, it's Edwards.
Yeah.
And
Right, so you're doing the old Shawn Michaels bit.
kind of, yeah. But I've also thought of some other names, but and yeah.
When you thought of other names, are they real life like names, or are they like like Sting or like
I reckon Eddie Grace. What did you say?
Eddie Grayson, yeah.
I reckon it's a fucking boss name.
The thing is, I always forget it.
Eddie Grayson.
Is it?
Oh, it's good.
Well, my nickname in the army was Eddie, and Squiddy, but Eddie was
Squiddy Grayson.
No, I reckon Eddie Grayson's awesome. It's kind of got like a Robin from Batman feel to it.
Yeah, well, see, to me, it seems like more of a plucky underdog. Whereas, I mean, you're not huge, but I don't know. It seems like more of a babyface kind of thing.
Yeah,
Could be a babyface.
Oh, because I can also like make it like say Ed or Edward, like just different names for it as well. But
Just
Reginald.
go with Grayson.
But I've also thought of some other names as well, and
Well, lay it on us.
because I've got a few personalities, so
Yeah.
But another one that I kind of want to do is like if I ever because I'm quite an old fella getting into wrestling, I kind of want to have a bit of longevity in this if I
Yep.
and
Okay.
and I don't want to be Mick Foley, can't even tie his own shoes kind of thing.
Yeah.
And so I'm just going to go for a lot of simple, like, and I'm quite a nostalgia kind of guy. Like I love old stuff. Like I love old school wrestling, like 80s and 90s stuff. Like I even watch 70s as well. Like wrestling, it's a bit boring, but it was more like because they thought it was a sport back. They thought it wasn't. Like the fans, like old ladies were the worst. Like family, because they would get in there with their canes and everything, and
Yeah.
I hate to break it to you. There's this documentary that talks about stunt grannies.
You don't break that up.
the real man.
Don't break kayfabe.
One was my grandma.
I think you should. Or the other option is you go as a ring name as Ook, and you're a caveman. I like because harking back to the 80s, where everyone was a
Yeah, larger than life kind of character, right?
yeah.
Like,
It's a gobbledygooker and Ook.
All right, I've got a few ideas to pitch you.
Okay.
Okay. So the first one is you can shave your head, keep the goatee, and walk out there with double knee braces and call yourself so-called Steve Austin.
That's terrible. Terribly good.
I'd be like Gilbert.
Yeah.
I think you could cut some so-called Steve Austin style promos.
I'll just
Yeah.
have to get a skin cap.
Yeah.
Like old
Well, the way
Owens
you,
did.
between the way you look and when your name get announced, you'll get a pop every time because that's funny.
Oh yeah, you have the glass shatter, all the thing, and you come out. And
You come out through
and
Glad Reference.
So-called Steve Austin's gonna open up a can, huh?
Yeah.
I said Stone Cold, huh? Because what's taken, you know?
Yeah.
And instead of a can of whoop
Pardon?
ass, like,
Excuse me.
what's another different way to say it? Instead of I'm going to open up a can of whoop ass, like
I can open a bottle of kick tushy.
kick butt.
All right, so we're not sold on that one.
Oh, we're not sold on it though.
I think it's funny as
All right.
hell.
Well, I'm not sold on it.
So I got some more. You could be the Night Shark. Like, you're the world's deadliest predator, but only at night.
You're fucked if it's WrestleMania 9. It's like, where's it get dark? Am I the opening match? Oh god,
This is like a DC character that just didn't make it to the comics.
I mean, so does Eddie Grayson, really.
dude.
No,
But
I
maybe
mean, I
Eddie
was-
Grayson is the Night Shark.
Do you
Well,
have
if
a-
you look back in the 80s and 70s, there was superstar Eddie Graham,
Eddie
there was
Graham,
Eddie Gilbert, there was Eddie Guerrero.
Yeah, it's Eddie Kingston.
Yeah,
That
and that's the only thing I don't like about the Eddie Grayson is that my initials are EG, and
Yeah.
they kind of
Oh, you should definitely wear a black armband with white EG on it.
Fuck you, asshole. I was thinking the same. Sorry.
Kel's still not sure how a mic works.
Oh man, I think that's funny. All this is gold. I'm just going back to the Night Shark, which is
Yeah.
hilarious, by the way. And your robe that you come out with has got like a fin
Oh
as
yeah,
well.
oh, yeah, absolutely. You wear a hood with a fin.
Yeah,
Hell
yeah,
yeah.
the whole 9
And I
yards.
could
Like-
change the lyrics to the Night Shift song. It's the Night
No, I
Shift.
reckon just the Jaws
Yeah.
thing, on loop.
That's not the Jaws thing, but yeah.
Well, you know, yeah. I was trying to-
That's the
Or
Twilight
whatever
song.
it is.
what is the Jaw one? What is it?
That's it.
I mean, I know this because I did my own work with that theme.
Night Shark's my favorite so far.
You could
too.
you could totally like 2021 at WWE 2021 just be Tyrant.
Oh, but in all caps,
Yeah.
like Walter.
No, but that's my first
Oh,
name.
how about this? Tyrant the Tyrant. That's got a little
Yeah.
relation to
just
it.
Tyrant T.
Yeah.
I'll just call myself Tyrant.
Tyrant.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can you do a Russian accent?
No.
Oh, shame. Tyrant the Tyrant was Russian. That would be good.
Okay. How about
Just
this
don't
one? You're a big hairy guy, as we've talked about before. So what if you come out in a bunch of rags and you hunch over and stuff, and you could be the pauper troll?
That's good, actually.
I actually like that one. Like,
That's
I'm
not
going to drink
bad.
to that one, actually.
Like,
Yeah.
you'll be a hit with the kids.
But I have
It's
to-
like, hey, here's the Paw Patrol. It's like, "Blah." And you're like, oh no, where's that dog that fights fires?
and the good thing is, like, I can just wear my normal clothes.
Yeah.
Near enough. Yeah, none of us can reach the drop buttons.
Yeah.
Oh man.
What about
Paw Patrol beats Night Shark. Damn.
what about if you change your name to Ray?
Oh, there's already a Ray.
Oh, shame because you.
His
could be-
name's Ray Gunn. So
If you did Ray and then your last name was Pissed.
You come out and you're always drunk. You're like, hey guys, I'm Ray and I'm pissed.
No, like
Ray pissed. Ray.
Yeah, that's where I was going.
Would you better get that through? You reckon?
There's no way.
no way.
surely not.
Then I
No
make
way.
a faction with other fucking offenders.
Yeah,
Yeah, have a tag
Like-
team
Like
called
Mo
Assault and
Lester
Battery.
and
Mo Lester. Yeah,
An aggravated assault.
Mo
Yeah.
Lester and Rapist.
Peter File.
We can
I'm a
have-
pedophile.
Yeah.
I'm pedophile.
All right. What if we go the other way? What if you put yourself out there as an anti-racist?
Oh, that's good.
Yeah,
He's very woke.
You could be Ebenezer Ivory.
Oh no.
You have a
That
a
would-
Christmas theme to it as well.
That would work if you went up against it. If you always had a foe, like Austin had The Rock.
Yeah.
Some might say Shawn Michaels had Taker. but like you had a long running foe, and he was a piano player. And at the end of his promise, he's like, "I'm going to tickle the ivories."
Well,
I don't know if that's much of a threat.
well, I did
Unless
think
he's
about
in that other group.
a tag team with with one of the bros who's a darker gentleman, and I thought, oh, we could be Ebony and Ivory
Yeah.
So that's what I'm saying. You know,
Yeah.
it's
because
the
that's
hot-
very
yeah.
80s.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. What about a tag team called Hard Bro and Straight Up G?
So is he hard, bro? Or is he straight up?
And
You
your
can-
It doesn't matter.
manager,
Pick one.
and
Pick
your
one.
manager's is Daisy Bell Duke from Texas. Her name's her.
But it'd felt real silly. We're like, who are you? I'm
Her
Hard G.
yeah, her name's
Hard G.
yeah, her name's Muffin Top. That's your
Oh
manager.
yeah.
Oh, when I was
It's just me in little shorts.
Yeah.
Nothing else.
Or just like
when I was a kid, me and my brother were like, we could be a tag team called the I'd be
The
Jack
Flying
Hammer.
Grayson Brothers.
Jack Hammer and Sledgehammer, and would be
Oh,
the
that's
Brothers
pretty
of
good.
Construction.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah. My
That's
buddy
how I like
Chris,
that.
Yeah, my buddy Chris, whose birthday it is today, his sons, like they would make their guys in the games the Brothers of Construction, based off of not understanding the Brothers of Destruction. Just getting
Yeah.
it wrong.
I always wonder if they were qualified for that job.
Yeah.
Brothers of Destruction. Yeah.
How much
And you come
demo
into
work
it,
have they really
and
done?
your theme song's like he's a man, he's a man.
No, it's just sounds of power tools.
like Lester's old theme, but the intro just keeps going.
Yeah.
Oh, nice! It's just high pitch, like it sounds like a Primus song.
Yeah.
Yeah. What else have we got here? Okay.
How many of these have you got?
Yeah, and
I've
you're
got
sitting in the
quite a
bar.
few.
You're sitting in the bar like higher every time. They're getting funny.
I'm pulling these out at random, basically.
Okay.
Okay, so once you get a little bit of budget for your wardrobe, you get like a real shiny like outfit and like kind of like a mirror ball mask, and you call yourself the Future Door.
That's actually,
The future door.
not bad.
Future
Kind of.
Yeah.
door.
Especially if I go to Mexico.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. Show them what the future of luchadors is all about. Also, this will require you to learn that style and leave your feet,
Yeah.
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 which
What's
I'm
your
told
bump
you
card,
haven't
though?
yet.
Yeah. What's your bump card?
No, Mexican wrestling's all about rolling.
Oh, well, whatever.
Yeah.
What do I know?
And submissions, surprisingly enough.
Yeah.
Oh.
Right. One more.
Okay. Well,
That'd
I've
be a goodie.
got two options.
I'll just say them both.
Yeah.
All
yeah.
right.
Go for
At
it.
the
So
same
there's
time.
the Whiz Kid.
The whiz kid, is that like wizard or like I like to whiz all the
No,
time?
you come out and you piss your pants, and then that freaks your opponent out. They don't want to like body slam you because they got to put their hand between your legs. They're like, oh, I'm not getting involved in that. You know,
I'll
like-
do that without even being called the
So
wizard.
they
Yeah,
immediately
yeah, nickname.
leave the ring every time. Like, it was disgusting, and then they win by count out.
Exactly.
And you start going on a Goldberg streak of just an undefeated streak.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
Yeah.
Yeah,
think I just
200
whizzed my pants
countouts in
now.
a row.
So to put it this way, like you're the only undefeated wrestler on the roster. And you wanna
You've
take
never been pinned,
no bump,
and you've never pinned anyone.
not a single bump.
Not
in
even a
year.
hold.
Yeah. See, there you
Yeah.
go. That's the easiest. You said you want to do minimal impact. Well, that's about as fucking minimal as you can get.
Yeah, you wouldn't even need to learn to wrestle.
And saying that, you need to really go like and on DiCaprio. You will have to push your pants.
Yeah, you're gonna have to also be hydrated all the time.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Oh no, dehydrated, but like full of liquid.
Yeah.
I'm
It's
actually
like,
that's
better
so-
shitting my
okay.
pants than I am pissing them.
Yeah,
And
because
then-
you want it like the clear
It's easier.
yellow. You come out in white trunks.
yeah, it's gonna be that unhydrated. I just had asparagus and never had water before, and yeah. Like, what do you think? What you're like? Oh, isn't there like a hose or something? Like, do you think it's the prop department in this place? No, you're gonna have to piss your pants, buddy.
What's this last one, Morgan?
All right, so the last one.
I guess I can see he's not into that one.
Oh, we just want to see our mate piss his pants.
I pissed my pants when they heard that one.
Yeah.
Yeah, so the last one, you come out for your debut match, right? And you're already calling yourself Captain Champion. Like acting as if you've done it all.
You're
Like
the overly arrogant piece of shit.
yeah, you are so much of a champion. You don't need a belt. You don't need to have ever wrestled before. You're already Captain
I actually
Champion.
think he need. No, I actually. This is not bad. I think he does need a belt. So it's kind of like the $1 million
right, he already
man.
has a belt.
Yeah, I was
Yeah.
thinking
So
about
like
the
the $1 million man was the $1 million champ.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? And then Steve Austin was a $1 million champ.
Don't forget Virgil. Far out.
Oh, well, I try hard not to. Despite the rest of the world forgetting him very quickly. I like this idea of you debuting as a champ of a belt no one's heard of. And just proclaiming you are the champ. And then,
Yeah,
just
I
never
kinda like
putting it
that.
up for... Never, like...
Yeah,
you're like,
saying that
"Oh,
the
I'll have a
competition
match."
here is so low grade, they don't deserve a chance at
I
this
Yeah.
belt.
I vanquished 39 guys in one night. To
I
win
won
this
it in a
title.
tournament in Rio de Janeiro.
Yeah.
And then I had to do that 3 times over again in one night.
Yeah.
I defeated 939 people
Yeah,
on 3 different continents in one night.
It's the wrestling equivalent of like, oh yeah, I've got a girlfriend. She goes to a different school though. You don't know her.
Yeah, she's hot as though. Hot as.
You also want it to be like so obscure. Like this federation you're in, I take it they have a champion.
Yeah, yeah.
And is he like the New Zealand heavyweight? Like, what is the name of that belt? Like,
Well, the company is CPW.
so it's a CPW heavyweight champion, or is it like the CPW world heavyweight champion?
No, they don't have any world. They got all the main titles are usually New Zealand heavyweight champion.
Okay,
So,
okay.
And whatever company can. Yeah.
So I think it should be like the Easter Island world heavyweight champion.
Yeah, or Chatham Island. Oh, what about White Island? And you can only defend it while the volcano's going off.
Yeah, Stewart Island.
But don't sleep
world
on me, because at any time, I'm about to blow.
I could just make a belt and call it Orion's belt.
Oh, there you go. That's it. I'm a Reigns champion. Yeah,
It's like made out of the real stars.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah, you think you're a star? I've beaten all the stars.
Every
All of
star
them.
I beat, I put on this belt.
So,
Yeah, there you go.
like billions upon billions. Yeah, I beat them all. Billions and billions of people.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
With my own 2 hands.
And then, even though it's
Oh, I
got
think
nothing
it's
to
cool.
do with your character, piss your pants.
Yeah.
At the first
Yeah,
promo you do.
there's no reason why you can't combine some of these. You could be the whiz kid, Captain Champion.
Yeah. And you come out in like a night shark kind of like thing going on, and no, okay. I don't think you like any of those.
Damn.
Okay.
I thought I was onto some winners.
I did like the
I pretty much liked all of them.
I did like your Paw Patrol one.
That was good.
Yeah.
Like I wouldn't do it, but I did like that one. I thought it was quite funny.
Yeah.
'Cause, dad. There was like a dad kind of joke.
Yeah, I liked it.
You're not
yeah.
even a dad, Morgan. Well done.
Yeah.
Look, puns aren't the exclusive domain of people who've had kids.
I must have a seed before I unleash these puns on the world.
Well, you do. Hey, he's your son. Sounds exactly like you.
He's Graham's son.
Who, me? And I want to ask before, will I wax or no wax? Could you do me a favor one time? Pull up that sleeve.
Oh, no, it's okay.
Pull up
You
that
don't have
sleeve.
to.
It's
Oh, the sleeve.
Yeah, that's okay.
Yeah.
No, I'm not shaving. I'm not shaving. Like,
No, don't. Because once you start, you can't stop.
yeah, and like,
who knows what's under that shrubbery too, eh? Like,
Yeah. Just leave it as is.
Probably any number of undiagnosed lesions.
probably.
Yeah.
Just why the Paw Patrol is so good.
Well, I think what you're doing is really cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
I think it's.
And
I
you've-
think
and
it's
I-
everyone at this table has always wanted to do it.
Yeah.
You're just the only one who had the balls to do it.
And
so-
the fact that like I see you week in week out training, like taking the bumps, doing the work, putting in the work. Like after you finish your shift at work, like you go to the gym in the morning.
Yeah.
Doing well, brother.
Yeah.
I think it's
Yeah,
cool.
just let us know like when you do have your first match,
Yeah, no, definitely.
and we're gonna geek out.
Oh, totally.
Definitely.
I would even it would even be a dream to be a ref. To be
Yeah.
honest, like I think that would be so cool.
Yeah, man.
Like that'd be such. I just want to count people out. And they're like, we're in the ring, and I'm like, 4, 5, and they're like, we're still
It's
wrestling.
like, what are you counting exactly? Because
I don't
just
know.
like counting.
Yeah, I love numbers.
But yeah, I've finally probably found a finishing move.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, and just a Boston Crab.
Oh, yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. Because one of the bros, he's quite a big guy. He said, if you can do it on me, then you could probably do it on most people.
Yeah, that's it. That's
Yeah.
a trick to a good finishing move.
Yeah.
That's why the stunner was so good.
Yeah.
You
Like
know?
moves that you can do to anybody. Like, and
Yeah.
that's why I'm looking at a lot of Macho Man moves, like because his moves
Yes.
a lot of strikes.
Oh, so
a
you're
lot
going to
of-
come off the top.
Well, except for that one at the moment. Until
Yeah.
like, because we're in a boxing ring at the
Yeah,
moment,
that
so it's
sucks,
Oh.
man. They've got to sort that out.
Yeah,
That's-
we're
that
getting
is
there.
not okay.
It's long overdue now. Like
oh yeah, we've got the ring and stuff. We just need to find the place. You know,
you
like
couldn't do
Oh,
any.
yeah.
You couldn't do any top rope stuff. Like
at the moment, nah, but
Right.
we can't even really do any proper stuff, but
But put it this way, they couldn't do any top rope stuff in Bret Hart's Stu Hart's dungeon either. So look what they tuned out.
Yeah, like
A deep guy and
they
a guy
lacked
with
the-
a stroke. And
they lacked the experience of that high flying. Look at him, Owen Hart. If he had the training,
Yeah, well, why do you think Dynamite Kid wound up in a wheelchair? Because he
Yeah.
couldn't jump off anything in the dungeon.
I
I'm
bet he
pretty sure
tried.
that's how it went.
Hey, Stu, hold me up. I'm gonna jump. I don't know whose voice that was.
I don't believe the tap rope. I just do submissions and stretch people. I stretch people.
Thanks, Mumbling Joe.
did you have a stroke? Like, yes, I had a stroke. Oh, good for you, dog.
Yeah, man, I think
You're
it's
doing
cool.
something that the three of us wish we could do.
hopefully I'm better at it than I was comedy. So
Oh,
think
now
you're pretty
that's
good
the
at
other
comedy.
thing. If you want to not take so much of a toll on your body, look to the great comedy wrestlers. Yeah, the Colt
Santino.
Cabana, like, Santino
Danhausen.
Marella, Santino Marella.
Yeah.
Damien Sandow,
Yeah,
stunt
yeah,
double.
Damien. Oh,
That's-
well, oddly enough, he took more bumps.
Yeah.
But that I can't. That,
Yeah, he was
that
great.
was so funny.
that was awesome.
Do you think
Yeah.
there was a you know how that sometimes wrestlers get dealt out a punishment by giving them a stupid like
Oh,
character?
yeah,
and stuff?
absolutely.
Yeah, yeah.
Was that? And
Yep,
do you know?
that was absolutely one of them.
It was, and
Yep.
it just blew up.
Yep, and same with Charlie Haas when he was tasked with impersonating people every week.
Oh,
Yeah, he was just like, all right, I'm going to go out there and make the absolute most of it.
Yeah.
And then he got over, and then they punished him for getting over with the punishment.
Yeah.
What? So he got punished for getting their shitty given over.
Yep.
Oh wow.
There's still that long running
Yeah.
debate about American Dream as well, whether those polka dots were a real.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
I think
you hear
that
mixed
the-
things.
because
eh?
he was the enemy for so many years.
Yeah.
I think the Perry Saturn Moppy one's a good
Yep.
one.
Yeah.
How he started like beating up some dude, some jobber in some like match, right? And then his punishment was
Yeah, but then, again, he committed. Like, he would have the mop in public.
Yeah.
Yeah.
it was funny,
Perry
man.
Saturn was awesome.
And Big Vito, how he wore the dress.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
Toughest
Oh.
man in a dress.
Yeah, because it made it work, man.
Yeah, that was kind of ahead of its time because
Yeah.
it was only ever portrayed as positive.
Yeah.
It's like,
Yeah.
hey, this guy's wearing a dress. He likes wearing a dress, and he's still kicking ass like he ever did.
Yeah,
Mind you, the headbangers wore a dress long before that.
that's true.
Oh, they were more kilts, weren't they?
Well,
Yeah,
But
yeah,
on and off.
yeah, that was more seen as like, oh, this alternative lifestyle.
That's
Aren't
true,
they
yeah,
so
yeah.
weird and goth and Marilyn
there was-
Manson-y?
Adrian
like-
Adonis, but
Yeah.
Well, like they had that in Goldust going on at the time, though. There
There's a lot of gay panic.
I think the
Yeah.
biggest punishment gig. I think the biggest punishment gig of all time was when that dude killed another guy in the ring accidentally while he was training. So they made him Indian, and he was the Great Khali. So he was actually Pakistani. So they're like, "Hey, we're going to make you Indian." He's like, "I'm Fijian," and they're like, "Not anymore."
Same thing happened with Yokozuna.
Yeah,
He's like, you're going to be Japanese now. It's like, but I'm Samoan.
yeah, they're
he's
like-
not Japanese. Far out.
yeah. Pulled it off,
I
eh?
thought he looked like the bro.
Oh my god, that's funny.
Did you ever watch that Legends, WWE Legends, and they had the one on Yokozuna?
Yep.
I'm still waiting for the
fucking
Lex
insane.
Luger one. It's about 9 months overdue
Oh,
because that one is
Overrated.
a story.
oh. Do you ever hear the tales of like JR tales of Yokozuna going to his house and he would eat deep fried turkey tails dipped in mayonnaise?
Tails.
Tails.
That's
yeah,
a thing.
turkey tails. You know how like when
lamb
you buy
tails?
chicken, it's got that little tail at the end under the asshole. It's got that little nub tail that's like delicious.
All right, I'll take your word for it. I can't say that I've.
I'm more of a drumstick kind of guy.
So it's those, but on turkey they're massive and they
Yeah.
deep fry them and
Huh.
then he would dip the whole thing in mayonnaise and eat it. But he wouldn't eat like one.
oh no.
He would eat like a few dozen of them.
Right.
And I'm just like, oh.
Well, before it's like Ralphie May, the comedian, his epic like food stories.
Oh.
It's just like, yep, that's why you're that size. That is, it's monstrously large.
And Joey Diaz as well.
Yeah. Yeah. Do you know what I like about Ralphie May is he starts jokes to make them sound like they're going to be racist, and then he fucking flips them
Yeah.
Yeah.
and defends the race. Like, I love his bit about Mexicans and like the cost of a salad. He's like, you sit there complaining about Mexicans. You ain't going to complain when your salad's $47.
Oh.
And if they kept the Mexicans out, who's going to mow your lawns, white people?
Yeah, I
Who's gonna-
fucking I love him for that because he starts Because he's got that accent, where you expect him to be racist.
It's like when he was
And
about,
then he just
talking about
flips
the term retard, and he talks about like growing up that was the term,
yeah.
and it's coming across like he's a bit of a dick, and then he completely flips it where he's batting for Team Retard.
I know.
And this is why.
I think he's great.
Yeah,
Was it mentally something American? That's what they reckon they are.
Challenge.
Yeah.
Yeah, mentally
Challenge.
challenged American. They can't even say that.
Yeah.
I'm mentally.
I feel bad because when
Lunchbox.
we're at home and someone comes on the TV, I'm just like, oh my god, look at that Riri.
Yeah.
That's what I call them. Or a foam face.
No, I heard
Just
you
like,
say
hey, foam
Riri.
face.
When you see Riri, I'm like, what?
It's like when we're going out and I'm like, there's a park. Oh no, it's a Riri park, and I just have to keep driving.
Have you watched that movie, The Peanut Butter Falcon?
Yes.
It's a fucking good movie.
Oh
eh?
my god.
It's a fucking good one.
Yeah.
Seen it?
Oh, it's great.
It's good.
Yeah. It's got Mick Foley in it,
Mm.
and like Jake the Snake's in
Jake
it.
the
eh?
Snake's in it.
And someone else. I can't remember who. Someone else
The
from
Sandman's in it from not the wrestler, the Sandman from the Spider-Man
I was
series.
about to say,
Oh,
I
okay.
call bullshit
Yeah.
on that. I was like,
Yes,
I call
yes, he
bullshit.
is in it.
Guy
Yeah.
from George of the Jungle.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
was like, I get it. You want like ex-wrestlers to be on your movie, but when you like, I'm like, no, I call bullshit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So-
There's no way to Sandman's
Yeah,
or
right.
something.
Or alive.
Yeah, no,
That is a great movie.
Yeah, it is.
It's real good, and it actually is. Man, it's really moving, eh?
Yeah, it is.
like because Shia LaBeouf made that right at that stage where everyone's like, he's crazy,
Yeah.
and then he came back and made that movie, and everyone was like, okay, he's crazy, but man, is he a legit actor?
I think a lot of the top A-list actors they're all fucked in the head. That's-
He's
in
do
a
you
good-
know-
in a good like beautiful mind kind of way?
yeah. There's a really good podcast about John Barenthal, who plays a Punisher.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's got a really fucking cool podcast and YouTube show called Real Ones. And he did an interview with Shia LaBeouf, and it was like 2 hours long about how he's a recovering alcoholic. Because I didn't know that about him, right? I just knew he was a bit fucking crazy. He went a bit crazy. But he was talking about like... Because I didn't know he was a childhood Disney kid. Do you know what I mean? Like, I didn't know that about him. I just thought he was just like another...
Transformers was.
Transformers was
Yeah.
his thing, And then he's like, no, I've been on Disney since I was like 9. And all that shit. And how he became an alcoholic. And like, he's found God now, which is a shame.
Yeah.
One more of them.
And he can rap too. That guy.
Kenny?
Yeah, he dropped some bars on Sway in the Morning.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, this way. Yeah, that's what
Yeah.
I haven't seen that. I'll have to check it out.
Mm.
But yeah, this interview with John Barenthal and Shia LaBeouf is fucking epic. Real deep, eh? Like, yeah, he talks about a lot of shit about his life and how, like, the day he went into recovery, like, he was saying that he was sitting there with a loaded gun. He's like, I'm just ready to kill myself. He's like, I don't want to do this anymore. And then someone was like, you need to go to a meeting. And he did. And no, he called someone and they're like, another actor, and they're like, you need to go into a meeting. And so he did, and it saved his life. And yeah, fucking, it's cool, man. It's a real cool interview. Except for all the God stuff that gets a bit
and that's scary. The whole having a gun if you're suicidal,
Yeah.
because that's instant.
Well, you would hope.
Because
you hear stories
Best
where
case
it's not.
scenario.
Yeah.
because a lot of ways to commit suicide, there's a bit of setup going on. Like
Yeah.
you got to get the knot right. You got to get the tape around the hose of the exhaust pipe. I mean, if you buy
Yeah.
cheap, you get cheap. If you get Uncle Bill's like insulation tape, it's not going to work. There's a lot of work involved. Like,
You gotta go to
if you're not a
Mighty
DIY kind of person, like you try and like drown yourself, but you're too buoyant. There's so many hurdles. Like with
Yeah.
a gun is like that's because sometimes you might be like hang yourself and then have second thoughts halfway through. You could
I think-
do a chin up. And then,
I think most people have second thoughts halfway through, to be honest, but too
Yeah.
late.
well,
Well, if they have second thoughts halfway through, it's all right. But if they have second thoughts at the end,
Yeah.
did you did you miscalculate your weight and you just simply just
Break
slowly? No, but it's like that not slowly untwirls, and it's just like you're slowly just going back down to the ground. You're like
And spinning at the same time.
5 more seconds of pain.
Well, it's
Yeah.
like Disenchantment, the Matt Groening series. Yeah, like
Oh, yeah,
Alpha's like too light to hang.
Yeah.
He's just kind of there. It's like, all right, whatever.
I did watch something. Oh, I know what it was. I watched something and that actually happened. It was Peaky Blinders. Have you guys watched Peaky Blinders?
No.
It's fucking... Have you watched it?
I've watched an episode.
I've
it's
seen
cool.
I've seen a lot
It's
of
really
YouTube
cool.
shorts where it looks pretty.
It's-
That and Banshee and Sopranos keep coming out.
Once you've watched Sopranos, you got to watch this. It's kind of 1920s English gangsters.
Yeah, like
Cillian Murphy.
Al-
Yeah, Cillian Murphy and Tom Hardy. What's a Kiwi guy from Jurassic Park.
Oh yeah, Sam Neill.
Sam Neill's in it. Yeah, Sam Neill's cool in it too. He's an Irish dude, Irish cop. But yeah, one of the guys go to hang himself, and the whole rafter just breaks, and he just slams on the floor. And it was just like, oh, you'll kind of. This is you shouldn't say this about anyone, but you'll kind of had two fingers crossed for the dude not to live.
Yeah.
Just because the character and shit, you know what I mean? But,
But in saying that, that's the universes where like there's no like I'll try that. Do you think anyone's been in that situation and they literally like okay take two and they try again? I think that's an abrupt like. Maybe tonight's not the night. Like the universe is trying to tell me.
I guarantee there's been people like that.
Really? I think I'll just do it. I'll
Guarantee
give
it.
up out of
Yeah,
just
they were
sheer.
like, oh,
Like,
it's a sign from above.
no, I was just like, do you know
Yeah.
how long it took to fucking do that? Not G. Fuck, no, I can't do that again. I'm just going fuck
There's that
this.
scene in what's it called? Bad Santa. Remember where he tries to kill himself with the car? He's in the garage with everything closed and the car running, and he's like passing out, and the kid comes in. He's like, Santa, and he's about to kill himself, and the kid saves him.
I remember, that's it.
It's
Oh.
on thing as well. Hot Tub Time Machine. Oh,
Yeah.
Rob Corddry's tried to kill himself at the start of the movie,
Oh, yeah.
That's right.
and it's got like Motley Crue playing in the background.
Yeah,
Mm.
that's a good flick.
It was.
I gotta watch it again, man.
Second one was a bit disappointing.
I haven't seen that.
Nothing screams "Watch Me" when I hear "Hot Tub Time Machine."
It's
2.
I
The
was a bit
return of
like
the tubbers.
I was a bit like, oh, this doesn't look that great. Hot Tub Time Machine, like, and then I watched it. I'm like, okay,
Yeah, Chevy Chase was that? Well, Chevy Chase was the cleaner.
Yeah,
the,
Yeah, he was
Yeah.
the maintenance guy.
That's right.
yeah, it was a good flick.
Mm.
It's just
Summits
like
and shoes.
I want to ask like what was he? How was he trying to kill himself?
Who?
And what method inside that movie? Because I can't remember for the life of me.
Oh yeah, I
Started
can't
Same
remember.
way he just explained in the
In
car.
Hot Tub
In the
Time
car.
Machine.
Yeah. Oh, that's right.
Yeah,
Yeah.
in the car he closed the garage. I can just put it on the accelerator.
That's what I'm saying. Like a gun is you don't fuck with a gun.
It's a problem with modern cars now. You just can't do that.
Mm.
Do you know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
if you look at Morgan Suzuki, it's so well tuned.
Yeah, if anything, it'll improve your lungs.
yeah.
My sinuses have my sinuses are gone. Just the
Listen
right
to
levels
me
of
breathe.
petroleum in there.
Acne remains.
It's like just the right level of petroleum, but not too much to kill you, just enough to clean your sinuses.
I love that moment right after that where he's explaining to Homer on the phone. He's like, and because of that, I rose to be the chief. And Homer just hangs up. Yeah, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, good times.
Yeah,
It's just before you jump, just like just prioritize your method of killing yourself because I think it's quite important. Like what does your personality say?
I would think it's more important to prioritize what's going on in your life than how you're
maybe
going to do it.
maybe before you jump, think, hey, maybe I shouldn't jump.
Oh yeah, I just went straight to that.
Well-
How am I going to do it? But I'm just saying, like, what kind of
Consider the alternative.
what is my personality? What in terms of method of suicide? What does it match? It's like, why you just don't do it? You're like,
Is that an option?
okay. No, I just went straight to the bloody right to the tragedy, didn't I?
I was like, hadn't thought of that.
Okay. Well, I'll sleep on it. Put a pin on it.
Have a plan.
Cut up some carrots.
Like as you're about to do it, you're like, oh, I didn't put Brooks's here in the boys will get a kick out of that. I gotta carve that. And where's my knife? And
And the police turn up
Oh.
and you're there and you're like swaying a little bit and they're looking around, there's a blueprint and some cut up carrots and like John Kerwin
God,
fucking tells them all how to do
dude
it.
really got to divulge how many people he has killed. God.
And also, like, I don't remember these ads from back in the day, but you say part of his thing was make a plan.
Yeah.
Except that's also the first thing they ask at suicide hotlines is like, do you have a plan?
Mm.
And you're not supposed to have a plan. That's crisis mode. If you have a plan to kill yourself, that's no good.
And it's followed up with it's called a suicide rating system. But the rating system from 1 to 10, each represented by a different kind of emoji. Not kidding.
Wow.
You have to-
Really?
Yeah. I'm like, you haven't done it. You haven't done this. Like,
so like,
I'm not kidding. Yeah, it's between 1 and 10. Where are you on this chart?
and so is 10,
severity
is 10
of-
the worst or is 1 the worst?
10 the worst.
10 is the worst.
Yeah, but
So-
it goes from like smiley face down to like
Like the
Like
poop
poop
emoji.
emoji, yeah.
yeah, it's just-
He's shit.
yeah, so down to angry, sad, kind of looking emoji, and you have to circle one.
I'd be really bad at that because I have this weird face blindness with emojis. I'd stare at them and I'm like, what the fuck is that actually representing right
Yeah,
now?
fair enough.
You start trying to replicate I'm more of a
Yeah,
I'm not quite a frown.
Yeah, do I have like there are two surprised faces? One has eyebrows, one doesn't, and I'm like, well, which am I supposed to be using?
Yeah.
If
And
I'm
that's
like,
4 and 5, and you're like,
The laughing emoji is like kind of happy, but the laughing emoji tilted 45 degrees.
yeah, what's the
Yeah.
difference between that?
Like, well, that one means that you're like, yeah, because that's how I reacted to it the first time I saw it way back when the year that Dad died. But I was like, what the fuck is this?
Your
like,
dad died, and it was like, ha, 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 ha.
Yeah. Like I was like, is it? It's represented by a what happens to the 1 to 10 system? That was going fine, and he's
Yeah,
like,
like numbers just make sense. I don't need to.
I'll never forget that. My instant knee-jerk reaction was like, emojis. Like I feel like I'm gonna kill myself. Okay, before you do, which emoji do you think represents you?
it's fucked up, man.
Yeah,
Because what if you're like,
it was fucked up, and my partner
like
was on there.
77, right? And you're a widower, and so you're feeling a bit whatever. But and you're like, what emoji? And you're like, what the fuck is an?
Yeah.
I don't text message.
If
Is
you
that
let me leave
Japanese?
here, if you
Yeah.
let me leave here, I am going to kill myself. But before you do, though, I'm just saying which one. I think you're more of the blowing kiss emoji. I'm getting that kind of vibe for you, like blowing the kisses. What? I'm going to be pushing up daisies soon. Now, do you think that's more of maybe a sunglasses emoji or whatnot? Or is it a laughing
Yeah.
emoji tilted to the side? I don't know what you're talking about. Look, you're gonna help me help you, sir.
Yeah.
Help me. I couldn't because my ex was with me. Like, I was looking here, like, am I the only one that thinks this is fucked up? Like, and it was like the first taste of the mental health system in New Zealand and how crazy
yeah.
it's just like the tip of the iceberg. And our boy Mike King that talks about how bad it is. Like, that's the sort of shit that's going on. Like in all seriousness, that's I meant to. I was like, this is really fucked up. He's like, well, we need to know at least. You can just put the number above the emoji. Let's not say fucking emoji, mate. Like,
Yeah.
it drove me nuts.
Also, if you're calling the suicide hotline,
Mm.
I mean, you never. I mean, who's calling that as
As a one.
as a 1?
Yeah.
How are you feeling? I feel fucking awesome.
I was like, I'm awesome. I just really want to tie up the line so that people who need help can't get it.
Put it this
Yeah.
way, my eyes, I love hearts. I am balling.
yeah.
Like this bitch, I'm the skeleton emoji right now. It's like, yeah, you gotta wait your turn, buddy. You are 9th in the queue. Go sway.
Oh.
Sway. It's just like
Should be much too smart for this. No, it gets the better of me some.
Oh, that
Sometimes.
song's in my playlist. I'm gonna have to remove it now. You've ruined it for me forever.
I thought about it before when you said that you're swaying from the thing. I
yeah,
thought that
so
then.
that's the video clip.
Yeah.
But it's a slow extraction. It's a slow zoom out. Oh, this is beautiful. And then it's a woman just swaying. And then the next like, you are 7th in the queue. Like, oh. I've rang once many times. It's David Dobbin Loyal.
Yeah.
There's Brooke Fraser of Arithmetic.
It should be Slice of Heaven.
Yeah.
It's like,
Just something you can sing along with, eh?
Just
And,
like, totally off mood.
Whoever sings at the Count of the Beat song that used to be on the LMP.
Yeah.
Count the beat 2, 3, 4, 5. That song always makes me happy, eh? Like every time I hear it, I'm just like, yeah.
Thinking about you, thinking about me.
Oh,
songs
maybe
just
it's
do
not
that.
good.
Oh man. Some songs will just tip you over the edge. I reckon. Like
I reckon actually they should just do away with the music. Like, this isn't a joke, but it kind of is. Do away with the music and literally just have a voice going, "Don't do it, don't do it,
Oh yeah, just pre-record
do
advice.
it." Yeah,
It seems like a good idea,
just keep breathing.
but the person they
Just
choose to
keep
do the
breathing.
voice
Yeah.
is
Just keep swimming.
what's
Yeah.
a really bad. Imagine they got Gilbert Gottfried when he was alive. Don't kill yourself.
Okay, if you're thinking about killing yourself, reconsider.
Press 1.
Why are you thinking about your options? Here's a gay job. He just rips into his real bad, and he does the
All the
aristocrats.
stuff on his
Yeah.
decay roast.
Oh man, could you imagine?
If you're suicidal and then the whole music / Gilbert Gottfried like makes you laugh,
Oh yeah, I tell you what, like anytime I'm feeling down, I'll listen to Gilbert Gottfried.
yeah,
Fuck yes.
yeah. If you're laughing now, you're like, you know what, I'm good. Like,
Yeah.
but if I hear "Big Wrong This Way" one goddamn
I
time,
love that fucking song.
It's so good.
I'm like, oh,
Do you know what that song? I wouldn't call it. You know how people have like those hidden,
Like-
secret
Like
pleasure
guilty
songs?
pleasures.
Guilty pleasure things.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I've got a few of those.
that was one for a long time for me.
is that too?
But
is that-
now
is-
I'm
is
just
that-
don't give a fuck.
I don't
just
think
like,
it's
that
guilty
song
enough.
is awesome. And the Cranberries' "Linger" is the other one
Oh, tremendous.
Oh, such a good song.
Yep.
Well, mine's a lot different than that.
What's yours?
One of my like favorite songs that I don't tell anyone is Belinda Carlisle, Heaven Place on Earth.
Hell yeah.
I love that song.
Great song.
Yeah. Oh, baby, do you know
Yeah,
what
it's a good
that
song.
It is a good song.
Yeah,
just
Cyndi
don't tell
Lauper's
people.
another one, eh?
Yep.
Yep.
Like something about her when she sings. What's that song?
Girls just want to have fun.
Not that
time
one.
after time.
Time after time.
Or True Colours.
Yeah,
That
that's
used
a
to be
good
the song for the NPC for a long time. That True Colours song.
Yeah, it was. Hey, that's
Yeah.
right. Yeah,
Show your true colours.
yeah.
enough for me. Yeah,
Cyndi Lauper.
That just reminds me of the Goonies, man.
Funny man. I was literally thinking of putting that on tonight.
Oh man, it's
The
just,
Goonies.
it's just always good, always.
Yeah.
Always. But then the only thing that doesn't age well is that little Asian kid's fucking his little inventions, and you're just like, what are you doing?
His
Yeah.
booby traps.
His booby traps.
Booby
yeah.
traps.
Yeah.
Booby traps.
I like that movie.
See that kid's made a comeback.
Which one?
That kid, the Goonies kid, the Asian one.
Oh, yeah. He's in
Everything
Everywhere
Everywhere.
all at once. He's
Yeah.
amazing.
Yeah. And he put a photo up the other day of him and Harrison Ford back together.
Yeah.
And I was
Yeah,
like,
so, like,
for the last Indiana Jones,
Yeah,
he's
he
coming back.
was shot round, he was
Oh,
Data,
yeah.
and then fucking nothing.
Nothing. Yeah, even he says
like-
that.
Yeah, like, people wouldn't cast him, so eventually he like became a fight choreographer for his most part.
Yeah.
And then that shows through in his role in Everything Everywhere.
I haven't
It's-
watched
it's- Oh, it's so good. Come around and watch it.
Oh, I've got it.
Oh.
I might have to watch it tonight instead of
Yeah.
Goonies. Or maybe I'll watch Goonies first
Yeah, maybe.
and then see what Dada's doing with himself.
Yeah.
There's nothing guilty anymore, right? Is that what we're trying to say?
I don't think there's any such thing
Yeah,
as guilty
I think
pleasure
we're all
songs.
mature enough to be like, yeah, I like that. What of it?
Whereas,
Yeah.
like, when we were at high school, like, where I come from, if it ain't rap, it's crap, right? So, like,
Yeah.
it extends further than rock, like, even with that boy band. Like, if you were, like, caught, like, singing, like, Backstreet Boys,
Yeah.
like, to yourself, and it was overheard by someone, like, you would just get stomped out in that Foursquare.
I can give you a perfect example of that happened in my life, right? When I was in school with your cousin Ray, right?
Over in
Intermediate-
Weymouth?
Over in Weymouth, right?
Self AK.
Yeah. That was kind of the rule. Like if it's not rap
Yeah, that's
or
how we-
R&B,
Yeah.
it didn't
That's,
exist.
that's
right?
the world we lived in.
And so I was a grunge kid.
Oh, yeah, you walked into the fucking Lions Den.
So the only artist I even mentioned at that school, and everyone thought I was obsessed with Michael Jackson because they're like, "Who do you like?" And I was like, "Michael Jackson." Because the first time I was like Pearl Jam, they're like, "The fuck was up with you, honky?"
You found yourself self after that at then lunchtime at the top of the flagpole, like by your undies. You're like,
Calling suicide hotline, and they're like, "I see you're true." But no, so I told everyone, no, I only listened to Michael Jackson. It wasn't true at all, and Michael Jackson had that enough to get me through, where people respected me. They're like, okay, yeah, he's the king of pop and R&B and all that. Like he's the king, so we'll let it slide.
my cousin used to ring on the phone. He'd be like, "Yo, cuz," so yeah, like Dylan's fucking white, hey, G, man. He's white as G, like.
And then I'll go home and just listen to completely.
Even
Completely.
flow.
Well, see,
Yeah.
here's the thing. I'm glad you said that because I secretly used to do that at high school. I'm like, yeah, but I was one of those. I was right at the front,
Yeah.
all that shit, doing all the gang signs and doing all the dances and the hippity hop rap and the fast speaking and whatnots. And then I'll go home and I'll bang some Robin Williams.
Oh,
Straight up.
Robin Williams.
Straight up.
You
Some
mean
Westlife.
Robbie Williams?
What did I say?
They rub in.
Yeah, that too.
Oh, yeah, Robbie Williams. Yeah, sorry.
No, he's right. Like,
Yeah, Robbie Williams. Yeah.
and,
Oh, yeah.
and then, like,
You're crying to angels in your
all
bedroom.
of a sudden, like,
Oh, I
like,
tell you, I've seen him in concert twice.
Oh, isn't he awesome?
He's great. And the last time there was a girl in the crowd that he pointed out. He's like, she's got a sign that says, "I'll show you my tits if I play Angels." It's like, well, he's never not done Angels.
Yeah, yeah,
Just
He
this
was-
night he didn't, eh?
yeah. He's like, I'm not going to do it because you were an ugly bitch.
But no,
You
yeah,
don't even
No,
have
no,
any
no.
titties.
and,
Yeah.
yeah, they put it up on the big
You're
screen
a dude,
and everything.
man.
all of a sudden, like, Westlife flying without wings comes on, and
Oh
I can,
no,
I
I
can nail
draw
it.
the line there.
I can nail it all. Oh yeah,
Jen
And
loves
so-
that song. I can't
boy
stand
band
it.
shit. And then when it was like kind of socially acceptable to listen to boy band stuff, I was already ahead of the curve, ahead of the game. I already know the shit. I was
Like, oh, I've been listening to Wet 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 since
Oh, yeah.
back in the day.
oh yeah, man.
But Five was a cool like boy
Oh,
group,
that
eh?
was a cool
Yeah.
group.
Because they
Oh, yeah.
rapped.
Yeah. We listened to that the other
No.
night when we were getting drunk with your
Word for
mum.
word.
We listened to Five, remember?
yeah,
We were
yeah.
blasting it out.
And I was like to Kiana, I was like, I know every word to every song. And she's like, all right then. And then I like banged it out. She's like, okay, that was pretty impressive. I'm like,
Yeah.
I'm like, what do you think, Mum? Was that impressive? She's like banging like 3 shots to your 1, I think it was.
Oh my god, we got his mum so drunk,
But she,
so drunk.
man, she was just
She was awesome. We're still
in awe.
like me and Sophie were talking about that night the other day, and she was just like, it was so much fun.
It was, man, and we had our kids involved and everything.
Yeah, it was a good night.
And like that's like the first and last time Mum's drank since forever. Like, so she hasn't drank in like 20 years.
Just drinking tonight. We gave
And
her a couple
man,
of those.
she took it like a champ, man. Like, I'm like, there's where my drinking comes from.
Yeah.
She's drinking like a pro.
What about secret pleasure movies? Like, is there movies where you're like, I don't tell anyone, but I'm a massive blah 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 fan? Is anyone here a Notebook fan?
That was the first one that came
I
to my
haven't
mind.
seen it.
I saw it
assume
once.
It's pretty good.
Jen says like, you should watch it. I was
Has
like,
anyone
okay.
here seen Brokeback Mountain?
No. I've actually always wanted to see it too.
Yeah, I'm like, I'm giving
Just
it.
because like
I give it all
normal
this-
porn doesn't do it for me anymore. so
Yeah. You gotta
Too
start.
overexposed.
You gotta keep things heavy and hot in the bedroom
What's
for
this?
yourself.
Woman on woman? No, I literally cannot watch.
I'm
lesbian
just like
porn
this.
anyway,
I'm just
but-
like, man, white woman, missionary pleasure, like
Yeah.
slow grinding.
Okay, I'm going back to the originals.
Like no, like as you get older, you sort of have to change the game up. Your Pornhub search history becomes pretty twisted as the years go by.
Oh yeah.
This is a motherfucker trying to bust a nut. I'm trying to 2 women passionate kissing. Like nah, I want like 30 dudes with their fucking like 30 black Americans and 1 petite white girl on a
But she
killer.
doesn't show up till halfway through.
Yeah, yeah, but there's a lot of
She's
mess going
just
on.
a Karen there to
But the-
complain.
But the like she's
She's
turned
in
up,
there.
It's like,
Yeah.
what are you all doing in my house?
yeah.
like the room stinks, but she hasn't arrived yet. What have you guys been doing? Like nothing, bro. And why has every black guy got their socks on? Like what's going on? It's like, man, you got the ashy ass toes, man. Got the ashy ass. I'm trying to backtrack out because I'm going to start divulging some like search history. I just want to know, like, nice Hurricanes jersey there.
Yeah.
Yeah, mate.
That's my team, the Hurricanes.
Is it?
How you always been Hurricanes?
Yes.
Oh yeah, when you were like, do you want to come around and watch the game? And I was like, what game? You're like the All Blacks. I'm like, oh, do they? I don't.
Do they still play?
Yeah,
They played on Thursday this week.
Fuck!
Yeah.
Did you watch it?
I watched the
what
highlights
greatest.
of it.
Do you know what?
That last 5 minutes
the
was
first
insane.
game I've seen in like 5 years because it randomly just came on because I've got. I think do I have your login?
For what?
Sky.
I don't know.
No, I think you got Ken's.
I do have Kens.
I
Yeah.
just remember we talked about it. Not that I've gone on your phone and downloaded your password.
Yeah, and then I was like, I was just like, this will put me to sleep, and I was lying there watching it, and it turned into the greatest rugby game of all time.
Wasn't it fucking
I was-
insane?
Holy shit! How much balls do you need to be a referee?
A French referee at that.
French referee. All Australia had to. So Australia were up by 3.
Yeah.
It was a turnover. Basically, it was like 20 seconds left in the game, right?
It was like a minute and a
yeah.
half.
But all they had to do is kick the ball out, and the guy just would not do it. And then the ref was giving him warnings.
Yeah.
And then the ref was like, "You're taking too long, turnover," and then the All Blacks score and win the game. Holy shit!
But you know what gets me is everyone's like, no one's ever done that. That's not true. I remember one game, and it was the All Blacks, and I think it was against South Africa. A different situation, mind you, where they were waiting for South Africa to throw a line out, and the All Blacks all lined up for the line out, right? And South Africa just stayed in a huddle trying to run the clock out. And the All Blacks were going to the ref, come on, they're running the clock. And so after like 30 seconds, the ref was like, nah, time's up.
But was that right at the end of the game?
No, it was midway through.
So that's.
But it's still the precedent of a referee saying if you don't do it, we're stripping you of the ball, and them taking forever.
Because if that happened 10 minutes into the game, there'll be no like. It's like that's a bit like sad.
Yeah.
That's a bit strict, but you wouldn't really batter an eyelid, right?
it was
this
the
was
fact that it was a
Right
minute
at-
to go,
Yeah.
or less.
Oh man. But I was laughing at that dude. I don't watch the guy the white guy from Australia.
Bernard
did
Foley.
you see his teammates
Yeah.
were just screaming like, "Kick the fucking ball!"
Yeah, they were all yelling at him,
He's
and
like,
he was
"Well,
just
he's like, "Boys, I got this. I got that. What? What? Oh, what did I do?" And they were
Yeah.
like, "Oh."
If they wanted to waste time, just kick it out and then walk slow to the line out.
that's it,
Yeah.
and that's what most people would do.
Well, that's what fucking under sevens do.
Yeah.
You know, that's simple. You know, that's the easiest way to.
Yeah,
Just
yeah,
stand
yeah.
and-
Or then you get to the line out, throw a quick ball,
Yeah.
and go into a mall and slow that shit down there. Do you know what I mean? But no, that was their own fault.
Yeah. And the only ones complaining are the Aussies.
Oh yeah,
Like, it's fucking unfair.
I was
TikTok the
I
next
was rooting
morning
for
was just so
Australia,
much
though.
fun.
I was
Just come
rooting
back
for
in
Australia.
Auckland and try and beat us. You
I
know?
was rooting for Australia,
Yeah.
man. I was rooting for Australia hard. I was gutted.
Really?
Yeah, share the fucking love. If we win every game every year, fucking all over the
But
world.
we haven't won all games this year, so
Yeah,
That
no,
would
but
be
yeah,
shit
it's
ass.
been great this year. Like, share the like. Did you see how much it meant to Ireland to win one game?
Never mind that. Do you see how much it meant to the Pumas?
yeah,
Exactly. There was fucking parades on the street back in fucking Buenos Aires. We
Yeah.
we win 30 games in a row over a 3-year period, and like if we don't win by like a lot, we're like it's fucking bullshit. Like
Yeah.
we should be beating
We're
everyone.
spoiled, aren't we?
I noticed when the All Blacks
share the
lose to a
love.
team like Australia or
love
Argentina,
Yeah.
the following week they thrash them.
Yeah, it's a weird
Always
thing,
happens.
eh?
Yeah.
Because they enjoy they see how happy they are when they win. Like, and if we continue like just dominating their sport, after a while, everyone's just like, let's just give up.
Morgan's in there like, what sport again?
Hey, I know sport, just not this one.
You know wrestling, that's a sport.
Sure
yeah,
is.
damn straight.
Also, I know NFL. I mean Madden, but
Hey, that's how I learn all the players' names.
No, he actually really does. Because when he was telling me, I'm like, oh, cool, man. And then I was watching him and Justin play. I'm like, you guys, like,
You got a
what's-
team? You got a team you like to play as? Or?
so the strategy we do at the moment, because there's no customization really, is we go Washington, the football team.
Yep.
Yeah.
And then we do the thing where we relocate the team and give it a new name in the second year.
Oh, well.
Yeah, because I mean, other than that, maybe the Raiders, not because they've ever been like an amazing team
it's the fucking
necessarily,
Raiders.
but
Yeah.
like it's a cool fucking uniform, and it harkens back to one of my favorite podcasts, Low Budget FM, where they were legit Raiders fans and just always going on about the terrible dramas backstage with Jamarcus Russell and fans shooting each other in the parking lot during the preseason.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, just
I'd never seen any
That's
NFL
LA.
game before.
LA,
but
right?
yeah. They were
Oakland.
Oakland at the
Oh,
time.
Oakland Raiders.
baby.
They're back to LA now.
I had heaps of Raiders stuff growing up. I'd never seen a game in my life,
Is that
but it
because of
was
NWA?
100%, 110%.
Yeah.
I didn't even know. It was just like Raiders.
That's the
bro.
only reason I know who
Straight up, bro,
what
fuck
the
the Raiders
Raiders
are.
are.
Raiders.
I had a Raiders cap like when I was 10.
Yeah.
you know?
Starter? It was starter as fuck,
Yeah.
right? Oh, fuck
Yeah. And like I had never seen them play.
Bro,
Yeah.
bro, Raiders is my jam, bro. That's my team, bro. That's my squad, bro.
It's
Right
just
or
a
die.
cool looking
Right or
hat.
die. Where they from? Where the Raiders from? Oh, I don't know. It's just got their fucking palangi fucking eye patch cunt on the front. And the mean is this gangster is, bro. Like,
That's the same as NWA. NBA teams, eh?
Yeah.
Like, I know NBA teams only.
Yeah,
from-
through NBA Jam.
Yeah.
Like I've never
Oh,
seen an
my.
actual basketball game.
he's on fire. Is it the shoes?
I haven't watched a
He's
proper,
heating up.
Yeah.
I haven't watched a proper NBA game for like 20 years.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm
Honest to
a-
God.
Nah.
Like the second Jordan retired, I'm like, and done.
And scene. Well done, Michael. That was really well played.
Yeah.
I'm a bit of a. That's where like Tyron comes into the fore in terms of getting my sport yarns for the week. And
Oh, yeah.
if I go to Dylan or Morgan for a yarn about the sport over the weekend, it's not gonna-
Yeah,
I mean,
but
I'll talk to you about rugby all day long.
yeah, but I need to know what you thought on the stat line of the Eels game, right, against the Raiders.
Oh, I couldn't give a fuck about that.
Yeah. Why did Mitch Barnett miss 7 tackles in the second half?
and did you see that ludicrous
Because
display
he's
last
gay.
night?
Yeah.
Was he performing?
The thing about Arsenal is they was always trying to walk it in.
Yeah. I'm over West Ham. West Ham. You think it's a birthmarks?
Yeah, I've got a team in just about every sport, even that Indian sport they play. No.
What's
you
it called? Kabaddi.
Yeah, something like
It's
that.
cool. Bro, when I comes to my origin, my rep, my soil, I know my shit. Kabaddi.
Have you got a soccer team?
Yeah, I like Liverpool. Just grew up with
Nice.
watching Liverpool.
Yep.
And yeah, I don't really watch, I watch highlights or sometimes. And
I was gutted because I was like, Dad, what was your team growing up? Because that's going to be my team.
Yeah.
And it was like, when he told me as a kid, like, it was Arsenal. I'm like, oh, the one I didn't want because it just sounds like an asshole. Like,
there's a
it's
joke
like,
about that one, eh? Arsenal.
Have you seen that documentary on? There you go. Morgan can jump it back in on this. That sports documentary.
Right, you think I've seen documentaries?
I don't know. It's on Netflix. With Ryan Reynolds and Rob. You'll like this because it's always sunny in Philadelphia.
McElhaney?
Yeah, they bought a football team.
Wrexham.
Oh, yeah.
Wrexham.
Wrexham. Yeah. Have you seen it?
No.
Fucking cool.
They're on the FIFA game, FIFA 22.
Which I have.
Because they're like,
Yeah,
yeah,
FIFA
Wrexham's
22.
in,
Yeah.
from rest of world.
Yeah. yeah.
It's in the rest of the world. It's like, we don't know where that is, but it's rest of world. That's
Yeah.
where you'll find Wrexham.
Did we? Was it one of those PlayStation Plus downloads? Like
Yeah. It's free.
FIFA 22.
Yeah, it's real good.
So this year's version of FIFA is free.
Should
The
you?
last
It was.
year's version.
Yeah, last year's the 23's coming out.
yeah, that's true.
Yeah,
It's a real good game,
Like I've
too.
got access to it as well through Game Pass.
Yeah, FIFA games are fun, especially like
Yeah.
whether like playing against someone. You know?
Yeah.
I used to really dig on in the N64. It was International Superstar Soccer.
Oh,
And then the
I had
series
that on PlayStation.
followed through on Xbox and stuff as
Yeah.
like Pro Evolution Soccer.
Yes.
Like that was good.
They,
That was
they
like
were
the
good
alternative
games.
to FIFA.
I still got one, I think, eh?
Did you ever play This Is Soccer?
No.
No, that was a good one because you could like create your own teams and shit.
Yeah.
Or you could create up to about 8 teams.
Yeah.
My very first computer, it was a Hewlett Packard. It had 10.2 gigabytes of fucking space on that motherfucker.
Wow, that's big.
And it came with FIFA 98, Cricket 98, and Motocross Madness, and Age of Empires.
The first,
Oh man,
Cricket, eh?
those
the
four.
first PC
Marvelous.
we ever had
Hewlett Packard.
was had the 6.5-inch floppy startup discs. So you'll pop it in, start it up, and then you'll take it out and put your game in, and it'll boot the game.
Hell yeah, I'm
Floppy
that shit.
disks, eh?
Yeah, not the plastic ones, the big motherfucking.
The big fucking huge ones.
They weren't really that floppy, really, unless you flopped them.
No, the 5.5 ones were.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Oh, I don't have 5.5.
yeah.
Stop there.
No, we pick up what you're throwing down. You have a small penis.
No, I was talking about my big toe, man.
So it flops. So you got a floppy. That's even more
Floppy
disgusting.
big toe. Come
like
on.
I.
How are you supposed to wrestle with that?
I've got my dick right
flop
now.
it out.
My dick is like floppy right now. It's like, yeah, that's what it's meant to be when it's flaccid. I've got a floppy big toe. Like, you have a floppy what?
yeah.
You
Got
freak.
no bones in there.
Yucks. How do you wear jandals? What is that? What's that compromise? Like, that's weird. Does it make a noise? Is it like every time you land, like walk your bare feet on the footpath? Is it like it's like fucking every time you start walking, the barbershop quartet starts following you because the animal. It's like, no,
keeping
guys, I just have a floppy big toe. A floppy what now? Hey boys, this boy just had nothing but a floppy big toe. What the fuck's going on with his toe, man? Oh, Tyrone, you're a freak. I would have went with the small dick. To be fair, I think that's embarrassing.
Yeah, we probably would have joked about that less.
Now we all know what Calvin wants. Small dick.
Yeah, I'd love a small dick because my dick's fucking enormous. Like, it just gets in the way. Sitting on it all the time.
Yeah.
Fucking people trotting on it. Oh, come on, guys.
The problem with a small dick is your helicopter dick is very impressive.
It's more of a slinky dick.
Yeah. Yeah. And then it's like, well, maybe if I make it hard, it's more impressive. Then it doesn't really helicopter, it just
It's more like a
sundials.
springboard fucking at the Lido.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
Do like fucking tucking a pike.
would you say tucking a pike?
Yeah, those are diving terms.
Of course, my diving jargon goes way back. Way back. Jumping off the top one of the Lido. Boom.
I think I did that once.
Well, only once.
Yeah,
That didn't sound like it was painful. Was it a painful entry?
I forgot to tuck my arms in.
Oh, would you land like that?
Yeah.
You
Like T-pose on the way down.
Oh,
Yeah, I was
man.
Crucified.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, I'm never doing this
yeah,
again.
fair enough.
I used to backflip off the middle one until one day I didn't get all the way around and belly flopped. And
Oh.
never again.
Yeah. No.
Right, but now that you know how to do that, there's your finisher. Fucking moonsault.
Yeah.
You know.
Have
Yeah.
you guys been to the Lido since they've redone it?
I've never been to the Lido.
And when
Oh.
did they redo it?
When do they redo it? Because I've been to it. Like,
Well,
Which redo we talking
Have you
about?
been to the outside where it's got the big bucket that dumps on you?
Yes.
yeah.
That shit. That is the shit, man. I go there with my kids just to like fucking stand under that bucket. And, oh man.
You gotta wait 2 more minutes.
Every time I'm like, I wish this was man cum. No. I love that. I love that fucking bucket though. I don't know what it is.
You're hoping there's KFC in there, eh?
Yeah, like,
Yeah.
Wait,
One
wait,
day.
Wait. You're loving this water bucket. You're talking about a different kind of bucket. Aren't you? Like, yeah, just all those 13 herbs and spices. I mean, they're like, there we go.
I saw a guy that looked like the Colonel, so.
It's been 6 months later. We still haven't got that hot and spicy bucket.
Do you know what I had last night? Is I had some of those Teagle takeouts. I had the Nashville or whatever the spicy
Those are pretty
chicken
good,
is.
eh?
Fuck, it was good. I put it in the air fryer.
Yeah.
Oh,
but like
man.
longer than you'd think, right? It's like half an hour in there.
No, ours was, I think it was 25 minutes.
Oh,
So it was
okay.
Nashville. What'd you say?
I mean, which isn't far off.
Yeah.
Was it crumbed? Like what?
Yeah, it's kind of like, it comes out like KFC.
Hmm.
And it's a bit spicy.
Yeah. Yeah, it's pretty close.
It's so good.
Yeah, without the KFC price tag, I'll take that deal.
No, with the KFC price tag.
Oh, really?
We got them on special. It's the only reason we got them.
Yeah.
we're kind of similar to KFC.
Yeah, so I did that when I lived in Martin because like the nearest KFC was like 40 minutes away.
Yeah. I mean, I think it's like $12 a pack or something.
Yeah.
Which admittedly is you get more chicken than a 2-piece quarter pack, which is the same price. But what you don't get is
The fries and the potato and gravy.
and the bun,
Yeah.
which is why
the bun.
the bun's the best part.
Yep.
Yeah. Fuck yes.
Okay,
Well,
hold
I
on.
think-
Oh, okay, go. I'll
Or
ask you.
a BAP might be a good substitute.
Nah.
Nah, those buns.
I know. I was trying, but I was reaching. I love those buns so much. Why are they sweet? But they're
They're just amazing. You know what I've always wanted to do is because they brought out those sliders a
Yeah.
little while
how
ago.
were you
With that-
disappointed?
they sucked.
Yeah, I was gutted.
They had that 6-pack of buns that they cut and they put
Yeah.
some cheese and popcorn chicken in there.
I
and
thought
it
it was
was
Oh,
so
such a
dry
you're,
and
you're the one that
terrible.
told me about that. And I'm
Yeah.
like, I'm not even going to try
Yeah.
it.
The
No.
Burger King ones are all right, though, eh?
The Burger King ones
Oh,
were
those
good.
are actual sliders. This is
Yeah.
just like a hack job.
Oh.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
But yes, I wish they would bring back the Burger King one because they were the perfect complement if you wanted more than just a burger.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? You'd be like, can I get a whatever and a couple sliders?
They reminded me of Krabby Patties.
Well, are you talking about the BK shots?
'Cause they were like small.
Was that what they were called? BK shots?
Yeah, that's the one.
Yeah,
BK
they were
shots.
great.
They were many little.
Yeah, with like a whole pickle.
No, I don't want like a whole burger because it's like gross. It's like way too much food. Do you have like a smaller version of a cheeseburger? Actually, we have a BK shots.
It's like a small version of a cheeseburger. Those cheeseburgers are a fucking slider.
Yeah. I put it back at BKA. I put because the burgers are tiny.
They are. Even when you go get a Whopper, you're like, this is going to be huge. And you get it, you're like,
Yeah, don't call it a Whopper. Don't be like Tyler.
Yeah.
My dick's huge, baby. Like, no, it's not. Like, those build-ups. Like, it's false advertising.
Well, that's why I say inverted.
It's huge, but it's really painful. It's like sticking into me.
Yeah.
Ow.
I'm sitting on it
because
right
when
now.
when you get
Jabbing me
like,
between the ribs.
when you get an erection, it still continues to go when we're like, oh, my spleen, my spleen.
reach in, pull it out.
Speaking of BK, they brought back the XL range, the stacking
Oh,
range.
is that what's going on?
Mm-hmm. Yep. Oh yeah. Because there's people like your normal order's 6 burgers, cows at BK. I'm like, they are bite-sized burgers, dog. They are.
I
tiny.
literally only go to BK for one thing. And that's the breakfast.
B49. Oh, sorry.
No. I only go for what is
Eggs
it called?
Benedict muffin.
The Eggs Benedict one. Oh, fuck me, they're good.
Yeah, I go for the Hawaiian BK chicken. That's me.
That's good too.
Yeah,
I wouldn't
that's-
mind-
I
yeah.
hate it when they don't cut it in half, though. Pisses me off.
Yeah.
No, they made that guarantee last year. Remember?
But only for a BK chicken.
Yeah.
Oh, not the
not a
Hawaii's
Hawaiian.
a loophole.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
Hawaii's a
I've
little.
had times
so-
when I've not had the pineapple, but I've had the bacon and everything else.
Yeah.
I was just like, fuck you, cunts.
Yeah. So you were talking about the McMuffins last week as well, right?
Were we?
Or recently.
Okay.
Anyway, so
I always talk about them, to be
yeah,
honest.
yeah. So I fully agree with you. The BK Eggs Benny Deluxe, that's amazing.
Yes.
And I tell you what, I used to really fucking love. They used to have these like soft shell taco kind of wraps that they'd put hash bites and egg and
Oh,
know,
yeah, okay.
Yes.
I vaguely
Yeah.
There was
remember
a
it.
tortilla.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
Fuck
yeah,
yes, I
those were
remember that.
amazing. But so one thing I discovered the other day actually,
Yeah.
is you can get a McDonald's McMuffin and add hollandaise sauce. Like that's an option now, but it's not the hollandaise sauce that we know and love from BK. It's a
Is
Yeah,
that-
'cause
is
the
that
hollandaise
is that
sauce-
the whole reason why the BK one's better in your
Is the
opinion?
hollandaise sauce.
Is the one that-
Because they use the one that you can get from the supermarket, and I forget the name brand.
Yeah, fair enough.
yeah,
But it is
You can't
lovely.
replicate
yeah.
it. You can't replicate
I
a
think
sauce.
Heinz maybe.
No,
Right.
it's
I said the
it's a
same
weird
fucking
brand.
thing.
Yeah.
As
I
soon
don't
as he
have
was
to
like,
look up.
he goes, it's all about that hollandaise sauce. That's what like clinches it. And I was like, Heinz.
Yeah.
And you're like, no.
no, it's
Yeah,
a different
I
one.
can't remember, but yeah. So the BK one's amazing. The
Mm.
McDonald's one, it's like it's okay. It's not as good as it could be, but it's something.
It's
you
like
know?
you're describing their barbecue sauce whenever they have those burgers with barbecue sauce, and you're like,
Oh, I
yeah.
tell you what, an egg, bacon and egg McMuffin with barbecue sauce, that goes down a treat.
Oh, okay. I just don't like the bacon
Yeah, it's
from
more of a-
McDonald's. I like it
it's
from
shoulder
BK.
bacon.
Yeah, fair enough.
thick.
Why doesn't KFC do breakfast? That's what I mean. Why can't I go get a chicken?
And why limit
KFC
yourself?
muffin.
Let's broach into the beef market.
I always
no, they
wanted them
did
to do
once.
something.
They did.
Did they?
Yeah, they had a beef burger at one point.
What the?
I don't remember that.
Yeah, it was very short window, but yeah, I'm pretty sure it was like chicken and beef at the same time.
They need to change the logo then. It's not KFC then, is it?
Yeah.
KFC.
Yeah, Kentucky Fried Stuff.
Kentucky Fried Chicken, and it's like ... and other things, miscellaneous. Because sometimes, like you want to mix out your protein. Like
Yeah. I
protein
mean, they do bacon, I guess.
I don't know. But,
I think KFC would do a great pork something.
so we stick it with the white meat.
Yeah. But pork. Imagine pork with KFC seasoning. Like,
I remember
that would
when hearing about the sliders when they I was like so excited, and then just what the fuck. It didn't even like fit in my hand. It was so tiny. It was just like a little.
Yeah.
That'll be $8, please. It'll be $39. But I like KFC. I don't know if you guys know this, but I love KFC.
My daughter.
Yeah, I think I might have heard that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I fucking love it too.
And I love sharing food hacks. Like someone just recently didn't realize that you can just get gravy on its own.
Oh yeah, it cost a little bit extra, but
I'm
whatever.
like, I'll take my money. Like,
yeah.
Yeah.
I haven't eaten the potato in a potato and gravy in years.
because sometimes they're like, oh, we've got no gravy only. We'll just got potato and gravy. You're like begrudgingly like, give it here. But as soon as you hit potato, you're like, you might as well throw it outside. I don't want that shit.
Yeah.
Do you dip your chips in potato and gravy?
Yeah.
I had a guy who was like, I don't understand why you're dipping potato in potato.
It's like, no, you just dipping the potato in the
yeah.
gravy.
Yeah, great. And once you hit potato, you throw it away. So throw it away.
I don't. I eat it.
I don't.
See, I actually normally swap my chips for coleslaw because I'm like a bit like I don't want 2 servings of potatoes.
Yeah, fair enough.
I
I
hate
want
coleslaw.
a serving of
so you
potato.
go without fries altogether.
Yeah, I'm not a fries guy.
Okay. Oh, if it's not your thing, it's not your thing.
Yeah, I mean I like fries, but like
I love fries while I've got a mouthful of burger. I go like hand for hand. But once I've finished eating my burgers, if there's chips left over, I don't want to know because
I always put my chips in my cheeseburger and then eat them.
oh yes, that is the move.
Yeah. My dad always said, that's a Chucky burger. That's how the Chuckies do it, so I've always done it.
what Chucky?
Truckies.
Trucky.
Oh yeah, I definitely heard Chucky as well. It's like what that fucking living doll. That's how he eats burgers.
Yeah, that's what I was.
I never did watch those movies.
One of these days I got to make an instruction.
He
video
likes
of
his-
how to
The
make-
only one I watched was the Jennifer Tilly Red Man one, just because of Jennifer Tilly's tits. Because I was like 17, prime of horniness.
Jennifer Tilly.
It's just like, oh, another Chucky movie. Wait, Jennifer Tilly's in there, motherfucker. Like, and with the cleavers that just keeps going and going.
She shows. Why don't you just watch Bound?
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Well, this was at the time when I was like,
Or Liar
I'll
Liar.
watch that. I'll watch
Dunno.
that.
Here she
Bound
comes
is-
to wreck the day. Yeah.
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 Here she comes to save the day.
Wreck the day.
No, it's not.
And you look so much like Brody Lee with that stare.
Actually, funny story is that my bros used to call me Luke Harper back when he was in.
Right.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
I was actually really disappointed when he died.
Well,
Well, I was
Wait,
disappointed
come
in
on.
him
Yeah, 'cause
mostly.
now who do you look like? You
he
look
was
like
doing
no
the
one now.
best he could.
Now I need to dye my beard red so I can look like Eric Rowan.
Ugh.
I reckon that'd be better than shaving it completely. That'd be too much of a shock to
Nah,
go from beard to like clean shaving.
Yeah, don't lose a beard.
no, I'm gonna keep
keep
the
the mo.
no, I'm keeping the mutton chops.
No, yeah. Just make sure they mutton chops to go right down and join up at the chin, and a real long.
That's a thick beard, eh?
Yeah.
Yeah, right.
It's a glorious
I've got a
beard.
thick beard, fucking fucked eyebrows.
Do you find because like with my beard, I really want it to grow long like yours, but my skin gets irritated, so I have to shave it.
I fucking said this as soon as you walked in the door. I'm like, nice beard. Wish I could. Why
Yeah,
can't you?
I wish I
I
could.
scratched my face.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think it's
I-
because the hair like kind of curls back in, just rubs against your cheek. You're
Yeah.
like, ah.
With my beard, I find when I get past that itchy stage, it's all smooth sailing. Like
See, because I also think I have dandruff on my chin.
that's
Some
all.
shit. Eczema. I think it's eczema.
Oh yeah, I have it all over that bitch.
Yeah. Well. Yeah.
When I was doing
If I just rub my chin right now, it'll be like snowing all over my top.
Yeah. Me too. That's why we're white.
Yeah.
but yeah, now that I've got a few different shades in my beard now. Yeah, a bit of salt, bit of pepper, bit of paprika.
Yeah.
You are just one hairy man, and you're gonna. I respect.
And I got
the
that
fact,
from my mother's side actually.
I respect.
Was
the
your
fact
mother
that you're
hairy
gonna
too?
Be, you're gonna be doing professional wrestling without any waxing.
She's got a bigger beard than me.
Actually, what are you gonna wear, dude?
What's that for?
I want to go back to your wrestling again. One
Oh,
last
I
thing. I want to know: are you gonna wear undies or long like pants?
Oh, I don't
Like,
actually know at the moment. Like,
Can you wear long? Can you wear long pants?
John Cena and just.
I'll
wear
wear
shorts.
what the fuck I like, mate.
Because I don't
Yeah.
want to. I don't want to
Singlet.
see you
Yeah.
like
Well,
in the speedos. For
well, I'm
20
wearing
minutes.
speedos because I'm going to be a heel, so I don't give a fuck.
Okay, well, if you're gonna do that, like, can you wear like ones where like the sweat will reveal like everything, and you're like, maybe this
Get
is
that
better.
RVD butt crack sweat
Yeah,
going on.
every man did it.
Yeah.
Oh man.
No, I think. Remember how Lito used to sew a G-string?
Oh yeah, you should
It's gonna
get one of
Show my
those. too.
G-string.
Yeah, with your
Yeah.
hairy ass. Just,
Get the
I just
whale
think that
tail.
looks
Just
great.
shave my hairy back into a
Hey,
G-string.
Vito,
Yeah.
Vito made the dress work earlier. We were talking about how Vito made the dress work. You could make that because I don't remember male doing the whole G-string above your.
Yeah, maybe Sunny Kiss. but I haven't seen too many of their matches.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But
no,
anyway-
that's not happening, eh?
Yeah.
Put the first letter of whatever name you're going to do, shave it into your chest too.
Oh yeah,
It's classy. Classy.
yeah. And you
That's
have
a-
to have the armband, as we talked about before.
Yeah.
You know, back in the days when
EG,
G
not-
Unit was big?
Sure.
Yeah.
Well, one of my bros was a big island boy, and he had a hairy chest. And he one day shaved a G into
Yeah.
his chest.
First of all,
And
an
we're doing
island boy
swing-
that had a hairy chest. I don't know. Are you sure he was Islander? I've never seen an Islander with a hairy chest.
Oh, he was.
Okay. What island? Easter Island? Like what?
yeah.
Nah, he was.
Oh, you know, South Island.
yeah.
Nah, he was fucking Cook Island boy. Anyway, yeah, he shaved G into it, and we were at the Lido for swimming sports, and he got sunburnt.
Yeah.
So that G was
Well,
on
that
his.
seems like it was part of his plan.
Probably was. But no one was going to give him shit for it because he was like built like John Olomu.
And he was all like, G Unit for life. And now everyone's like, who? Why have you got a big G? What is it, gay?
And what does he have a like? Why would you get a guy with a stutter as your MC? Like, what's going on here? You know, back in my day, these guys were pretty nifty. They were up there. They used to wear, I don't know, tea towels on their head. I believe it's called scucks, something along those lines. And then everyone had decks in their hair. I tried to do that, and I felt like left out because everyone had like white boy straight hair.
Yeah.
They could do the deck stuff. I couldn't quite. My curl game is so strong. By like lunchtime, my hair will start to curl.
Yeah.
Even through the decks. That's how strong my hair is. Got bullied a lot. I got bullied a lot though. A lot actually.
And on that note, I think we'll let so as you guys know, at the end of every podcast, we give a piece of advice.
Like beaten up in the toilet, beaten up, bullied.
Okay,
I used to get
Carl.
fucked up.
All right, we'll talk about this next week.
What do you
You
think
learn.
this is, a mental health podcast?
Wait. So I might put a pin on it till next week. Like,
Yeah.
like, you're seventh in the queue. Call me loyal.
I mean, you've been to therapy. That's how it is. You're just on the edge of a breakthrough, and they're like, "Oh, I'm sorry, that's our time."
Yeah.
That's our time. Plus, we're gonna charge you for the water that you drank.
It's like the Chase say when they're like, "We'll be back after the break."
Yeah.
yeah.
I hate TV production.
Yeah, the answer is,
So bad.
and we'll find out after the commercial break.
Pommies love their game shows, eh?
Oh yeah, but they do it right though.
Oh, Monkhouse, he was good.
Huh?
I like.
Oh yeah.
This fella Monkhouse, he was like the fucking.
No,
big-
you're thinking of two different shows.
what's
Monk.
that?
There was
In
Monk,
House.
Monk,
and then there was House. They were
No.
both on the USA Network, as I recall.
Stop channel surfing half asleep. Usually, it was just because what? You know that show Monkhouse?
It was the Sting versus the Rock.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. What's Monkhouse, by the way?
No, his last name's Monkhouse, but his first name's something I can't remember. But he was like the game show guy in England.
Oh, like Steve Parr
But
was
Steve
here.
Parr.
They did a documentary on him, and he had like fucking like 5 books, fucking like thousands of pages of just gags, written
Wow.
from A to Z.
A to
Just
Z.
different gags that he could do on the shows.
On
and-
the shows, yeah, wow.
I think it was Bob Monkhouse. That's the one.
But you know what I like about British shows, British game shows over American ones, is the American ones are always for like $1 million.
Yeah, it's
And
weird.
British ones are like for £5,000.
Yeah.
So like the stakes are like
Yeah.
they seem more real.
Yeah, between like the chase and the weakest link, the prizes are always shithouse, man. Yeah.
But I kind of like that, especially for what's the one where they drop the thing and it bounces around?
Tipping Point.
That's
Tipping
I
Point.
find that show so dumb.
Like I love that show because the stakes are so low.
Yeah.
Because like
It's
the
like-
average person gets like £2,500, right? Prize money, and then they can trade it all for £10,000 for one last shot at it, right? But the stakes are so low, you get so many people being like, "Fuck it." Do you know what I mean? Like,
But it's low impact though.
It's
Like
like,
the thing
this
is,
isn't
though,
going to change my life at all.
Yeah.
The number one game show, like one of the game shows in America, where it's just like they break up families, right? Like that
Oh,
lie detector one. Like it's just like, would you rather have married your ex-boyfriend? And then the boyfriend's sitting there like, she won't do it. She won't do it. And she's like,
yeah,
yes,
yeah,
correct. And being like, it's a really, really like that. They break up families, man. Like I love that shit. I eat that shit
That's
up.
why they should go on Family Feud.
yeah.
Yeah.
That's the best fucking.
I don't know. It's hard
show, I
to.
think.
There's so much glare from Steve Harvey's teeth. Jeez,
I was
they
really
are-
disappointed when the first time I heard of Family Feud. I'm like,
Cupid.
I hope this is legit families fighting.
Yeah.
The
Fuck
best,
you, motherfucker.
like the best moments of Family Feud, like 90% of it is from black families. Like I don't know why, but it's like, what's the most commonly used word after the word pork in a sentence? Coupon. And they're like, yeah, they start clapping.
Yeah.
Coupon. Pieces.
It's up there, Steve.
I'll guarantee you, I bet every dollar I got that you're the only one that said a coupon.
That's just like with Snoop Dogg when he was on it. They're like, pie in the what? He goes, horse.
Yeah.
Pie in the horse. He's like, Steve Harvey's like, fuck, I hope we get that question.
Oh man, he's real good. He's a good host, man.
Yeah.
Anyway, where were we?
Yeah,
Before game shows?
I think
So-
we're going to wrap up.
Yeah, we're going to wrap up because I need to take a piss and a shit. So, and I'm getting
That's
hungry.
pretty much when we end podcast is when Dylan needs to use the toilet.
Yeah.
That's the time.
And
a
I have
pretty
a
good timer.
bladder. I have a bladder the size of an acorn, so it doesn't take long. And I just drank this whole fucking thing.
I just swallowed
and
my
that
saliva
thing-
and it's like I'm busting, man.
So as you guys know, at the end of every show, we offer a piece of advice that starts with "Before you jump." Would you guys like to give us a "Before you jump" this week?
You can go
Before
first,
you
Morgan.
jump, hassle me on. Actually, I'm not really public on things. You can't find me.
Well, you got a comedy page.
I guess, yeah. Hit up my Facebook comedy page, Morgan Hunterbell -comedian, and hassle me to do more episodes of Ring Awareness Charity Drive.
And
I
honestly-
think that's a definite.
And when you see Morgan, he is more handsome than his voice.
If you
And
see
that
him on
is
Tinder, swipe the way
Is it
you
even
should.
possible?
Yeah, yes.
I don't know which way.
Buy,
you're meant to
pay for
swipe.
those super likes. I don't know how much they cost. Apparently, they're like 586 baht. And get it. I don't know. That's what I heard. I want to hear. Is there anything else? Because I feel like we plug your shit enough, Morgan, every week.
Yeah, you never plug our shit. I've listened to every
Wait,
episode of Ring Awareness Charity
except
Drive.
that
Never
I-
heard the.
Listen to Before You Jump.
I did
this is-
say to listen to Before You Jump. It's even in the description.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
He
Yeah,
plugs
actually,
it.
that's true.
yeah. You gonna
Actually, yeah, that's right. At the start of the episode, I think. you even.
At start and the end, I
in
think.
the
Yeah.
end.
And
Yeah.
it's written on Spotify too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, did you vote in the poll?
No. I think it was, yeah. I was like, oh, has this poll already been done?
No, there's just no one's voted on it.
Oh,
So the episode starts out where I say, oh, we got two guests of differing levels of ring awareness. And Kelsey's like, yeah, different levels of handsomeness. And so him and Tommy have this back and forth. So I'm like, oh, you know
I'm
what?
gonna
I'll,
find it.
I'll put up a poll to say, who do you think's more handsome?
But then he
Kels or
actually
Tommy?
fucking did because he was like, "Did you see the poll in the description?" I'm like, "You didn't do it, did you?"
It's
And then
only
I-
on Spotify.
Yeah.
But then right now
Which is
it's
why
like
you wouldn't have seen
Tommy 0 votes, Kels 0 votes,
Yeah.
total
so
votes 0.
either no
I'm
one
gonna vote
knows
for
it's
Tommy.
there, no one gives a shit, or no one thinks either of you are
But your,
handsome.
but your name wasn't up there. I would have put Morgan.
Yeah, because I was like to Tommy, I was like, "Look, it's who's gonna fire first? Because if you vote for yourself, I'm gonna have to." He's like, "I'm waiting for you to move, Kels." I'm like, "I'm waiting for you, dog." And we're at stalemate, so which means ipso facto 0-0.
Yeah, I couldn't.
No.
I couldn't decide.
Yeah, it's
Like,
kind
can
of like
I put half on each?
it's like Clinton versus Trump. Like
Oh.
Clinton versus Trump. You're
You
fucking
can't
with
actually
it.
vote on it.
Oh, can
It's
you not?
closed.
Oh man, did I put an expiry on that?
Yeah, must have.
Yeah, I'll check
Well,
it.
yeah,
then.
Well,
might
you
do
while
that.
you look it up, do you want to give us before you jump?
Well, you know how Kelvin was in the hospital last week,
Yeah.
and he kind of left me in the like sent me that photo of him in the hospital and kind of thing. But the first thing I kind of thought of was because he said to me, you know, he was like he wants to, you know, all that kind of stuff.
Let's
Well,
let backtrack a week.
let him quickly backtrack on what. You
Well, he's like, "How's your?" I'm like, "I'm not doing well.
Yeah.
I got some bad news from the doctor. I've been 6 days deep by then in bed,
Yeah.
and just when like the comedy like to the point where Morgan can confidently book me in advance, my health got good, and then all of a sudden bedridden again.
Yeah.
And I was having a bad week, and then Tom was like, "How are you feeling?" And I don't lie anymore about shit. I'm just
Yeah,
like, I literally because it's a true thing. I said to my mum that morning, I was like, "Mum," I'm like, she's like, "How are you, son?" Like you know, I said, "Mum, take the taste as you will, but I just don't want to live anymore. I'm
Yeah.
done. I'm over this shit." Like, and the thing is though is, you know, she instantly, Mum got upset, right? But I just said, "Mum, there's a big difference between saying I don't want to live anymore, really admit I just don't want to be, and actually going through with it.
Yeah.
I'm like, there's a massive gap there." So, but then I told Tyron that,
Yeah.
and then he's like, I feel like a shit friend because I don't know. I'm trying to find the words.
Yeah.
I'm like, there are no words, brother. Like, I'm just letting you know how I feel.
Yeah.
Anyway, that's the last time you heard from me for like 9 days,
Yeah.
and then next thing he got from me 9 days later was a photo of me with my armband in the hospital.
no explanation.
Yeah.
Just the photo, and then he didn't hear from me for another further 6 days. So when so he's like, he was like, "Man, I don't know. Does that mean he's gonna top himself or whatnot?" And then he sees me in like in a ward in the hospital, and he's like, "What the fuck's going on?"
I had the same thought as you when I got that photo. The exact same.
Because I was drugged out. I didn't know what was going on.
Yeah.
But I remember thinking, like, Tyler will know enough to realize that saying I don't want to live anymore, I'm not actually going to go through with it. It's not saying I'm about to do this.
Yeah.
I'm just like, that's how I feel. Like, I just don't want to live anymore. Like, I'm fucking over this, but I'm not actually going to do it.
Yeah.
But that's how I left him in the lurch like that. Like, not on purpose, obviously, but so bad. I was in hysterics when I came to a few days after I came home from the hospital, and I got my phone on, and I was like, when I saw the conversation with Tyron, I'm like, oh, that's a bad read.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a bad, like, I immediately was laughing, and I'm like, I better call him. And he's just like, and then he messaged me in the next morning, like, send me something, a sign,
Send me a sign.
Yeah.
signal. And I'm like, oh, I better ring him. I'm like, hey, buddy, how are you? He's like, hey, you.
Yeah.
First of all, I'm alive. What's up?
Yeah.
But like when I like didn't hear from him a while, I like thought to myself, like I made a joke to myself because I said to myself, I know he won't have done it
Yeah.
because the Warriors haven't won a premiership yet.
Yeah.
I said, so before you jump, wait for the Warriors to win a premiership.
Oh man.
Spoiler
Everyone's
alert,
go-
no one's jumping ever. We're all safe.
Yeah. That's good though.
Yeah.
I guess it's another way of saying like have something to.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I knew he'd laugh at it too when I told
No,
him.
I think it's a good one.
Yeah, no, like,
Go the Warriors for a change.
And
And
if
you
you're going
don't support
to
them.
tell a friend or a close alliance or someone you confide in, if you're going to tell them that I don't want to live anymore, have some sort of follow up, just in case you live in the lurch for like a week and a half.
Yeah, send a however at least.
Yeah.
But
or a caption on a photo would be good.
yeah,
I don't remember sending that.
No, it's all good. At least you're here now, though. So.
So before you jump, the key
Yeah.
takeaways, before you jump, Google Morgan Hunter Bell
yeah.
Sure.
and have some context to your suicide note.
Wow.
I hope that's 2 sentences.
Before you jump,
It's like, hey, before you
don't-
jump, Google Morgan Underwell. Then you'll have some context for your sentence. It's like, come on, man.
It's like, I don't want to live anymore. Why don't I want to live anymore?
It's like,
Oh, yeah,
'cause of
because
this guy.
of this guy. Okay, yeah, there was definitely a comma or at least a...
I can just see the police going to knock on your door one day, Morgan, and then be like, "We need to talk to you because
Apparently, you're responsible for
Yeah.
a number
Yeah,
of suicides.
There's blood on your hands.
Yeah.
Blood
No,
on
that
your
would have
hands.
been Graham.
yeah." I don't want to
He
say
just
there's-
deals with them after.
I don't want to say we've looked up a lot of search histories, but we've looked up a lot of search histories. It's seen a common thread.
You know what? I'm sport, though, because before you jump, you reach out, right? I have
Yeah.
4 people on my list that I reach out to in my last, like, when you feel like you are at that point of no return.
Yeah.
I am lucky enough to have 4 on that list. One of them is my brother, and the other 3 are around this table right now. So thank you guys. You guys have been awesome.
We got to get your brother on
Anytime.
too.
Yeah, no, he doesn't want. He doesn't want to get too deep in because he's been at the front line of a lot of shit,
Well, we could just get him in for a
and
chat.
nah, he can't do it.
Oh man.
As soon as you start talking about, you know, like it brings back like stuff. He's seen some shit, dude. Like
Oh,
he doesn't
yeah,
want
fair
to,
enough.
and because he likes the idea of it. He's like, I'm not ready for it yet.
Well, when he is, man, there's a seat for here for him.
You know, yeah. But in the meantime, I've got you guys.
Yeah.
Without you 3, I wouldn't be here. So thank you.
Oh, beautiful.
Okay.
And our listeners
Yeah. So thank
who
you.
are actually all in this room. All right, let's get out of here. I need a piss.
Cheers, mate. Thank you.